Red is jumping in to try to dispute me here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh man, wait, hold on, guys. Is this Grammy Award nominated Mega Ran? Everybody give it up for him.
I thought he was about to say award winning. I was about to say, oh snap.
Hey.
Put it in the universe.
My mouth to the fate's ears.
There you go. Yeah, what's up, y'all?
I'm gonna need that Barry White to.
Hey, yo, listen, he came in hot, bro.
He's like, yeah, brothers. So,
oh man, yo, I haven't had any conversations today. I just been running around,
just quiet,
texting. I still got the sleepy voice on.
Yeah.
Oh man,
so, But listen, before you get into it, because I don't know if you were watching before. Look at this formula that they set up. Drew crashing out on a match that he has nothing to do with, and his title shot is at Royal Rumble. So his title defense is at Royal Rumble.
So Drew's not focused.
Yeah, no, but we know
when is Drew ever focused?
He's all about, and
he's a hater.
Yeah,
life of a hater never stops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were talking about, is he the biggest crash out the WWE has seen in decades? Like he don't let nothing go.
Nothing. My man put up a Hulk Hogan vignette on Twitter to respond to Sami Zayn. Like, yep, see you Saturday. Like, you about to get buried, brother. I don't know if you're Drew, how happy you could be with if the plan is for him to drop it that fast. You can't be happy about it.
It's crazy, right?
No, but you got to think about this.
You're like, what are y'all doing?
This will be, what is he? This will make him 3-time champ.
3-time champ, 1 good run and 2 trash runs.
But he's a vet that's locked in for 4 more years. I don't think he cares. If the program is a 3-way match in a marquee spot for and Cody gives him that for WrestleMania, it's locked in. And it makes sense because that feud is going to continue past Royal Rumble unless they have a blow-off match for Elimination Chamber.
I feel like that just messes his character up. Like, it's almost like what you did to Gunther. Like, the fact that he tapped the Jey Uso was probably the biggest mistake they could have ever made. Because now, no matter how much of a bad guy he is, everybody chants you tapped out at him. So because they did that,
and we got one more run in.
Oh my God!
Shoot. Everybody's running in.
Crazy.
We got it's a fatal 4-way now.
The word is that I don't look strange anymore. Well, stranger than usual.
Well,
so Ren, going back to what I was saying, this feud is not, unless I don't think they have a blow off at Elimination Chamber, because that'll be technically the first match that all 3 guys participate in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So this is going to be one of those feuds that probably culminates in the summer.
Like, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't think you do that to Drew, man. Like,
he did it technically, character-wise, he did it to himself.
Well,
they could have let that match alone. He had nothing to do with that match. He wasn't even scheduled for the show.
Yeah, he just decided to be a hater.
Wrestling logic suggests that if you run into a match, guess what's going to happen, especially when you have a title defense that everybody's booking you to win?
Yeah. So in that case, that's bad booking. Like, they just wrote him in to do that. So now he gets screwed out of his belt at Rumble because him minded somebody else's business. It's just bad. This is lazy writing. If that's what happens, that's lazy.
And then lazy writing, it'll be even lazier if let's say they Cody and Fatu run it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. And then they blow off the feud for now. And then one of those 2 guys wins Elimination Chamber. Then you know WrestleMania is going to be screwed. Like, you know what I mean? If any combination of the match of Drew defending against any guy, the next 3 guys, which is Sammy, Cody, or Jacob, the other person is going to be involved, no matter what, how you slice it.
Right. Like, you have you've created this 3-way storyline that's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And it's like, I think if it was a WWE 5 years ago, you do get the Miz version of Sammy, where he's not even nobody even cares about his title shot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where it's like, come on, dog. Like, ain't nobody worried about you. Go stand over there.
I saw a long Reddit thread, and I don't know because I don't watch a lot of these shows live, so I didn't see the live reaction. That people are like, yo, is the underdog Sami Zayn thing like played out? Has it finally like run its course? Because they were like, people weren't that excited about Sami getting it. So I think now like, did they wait too long? Like, is it over? Like, he can't be an underdog forever. This dude has main evented WrestleMania once and won a major title off their top guy at Mania.
Before Punk. Let's put that out there before Punk.
Yeah. BC,
like
before CM Punk.
Like
legit main evented, ended the show with a win.
Had a crazy custom entrance and everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
underdog is over for Sammy. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't keep playing that role. And so I saw a long Reddit thread where like, I'm tired of this dude playing the same character. He's been the underdog forever. You can't call him that when he's got 2 of the biggest Mania wins in history.
I understand that, but then you have 2 big factors that if you didn't think that he was going to be a credible opponent, you could have had the other 3 guys face Drew and lose and nobody will bat an eye. However, Sammy has history with Drew, and we're forgetting about the big elephant in the room.
What, that they're in Saudi?
Yes. And
he lost in Saudi.
They don't care about that. I don't think they want you in the match, but they don't care. Like, Sammy, I mean, I don't know. I don't watch the Saudi shows, but can y'all tell me in the past, like, does Sammy get the biggest pop of the night or something?
He gets a big pop. I would definitely say he definitely gets a big pop.
Because, like, and again, I don't want to get my facts incorrect here. I believe Sammy is a practicing Muslim, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So, and I believe what is he, Syrian or no? What is he?
I don't know.
Well, he's Canadian, but he's got some, I believe, maybe he's Syrian. I'm not sure. So but anyway, practicing.
When they first started going to Saudi Arabia, it was a political issue for him. But now, where he comes from, now it's a thing that they're actually, he's loved over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this caps it off and gives him the go home moment for the championship match. Because I think if it wasn't Mania, he would lose.
It's not Mania.
No, I'm talking about Mania season, because you have one pay-per-view to course correct. And I don't think you go into Mania with having 2 of your world titles in flux, because Finn is not in the Rumble unless they announce sometime this week that he's going to face CM Punk. Then you're going to have a title match at an Elimination Chamber, and potentially the person that's challenging for the next title is going to come out of Elimination Chamber as well. So you basically have, let's say Roman wins and he chooses the winner of Punk, Finn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have that match. You have like Roman versus Undetermined, and then you have Drew or Sammy, whoever it is, versus Undetermined winner. A full month before Mania.
No, they just prolong it. They'd be like, "Oh, I'll decide next week." You know what I mean? You just stretch it out and be like, "I'll wait till the winner of this match and then I'll decide." You know, like they do that a lot. Where they just wait.
Aren't they hurting? Somebody said that they're not tracking as well as before.
Ooh, what tickets
for Mania?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Tickets are on sale. They usually around this time. They're like, "We'll see you there."
Yeah,
tickets ain't never sold out.
It ain't. No, it doesn't sell out till the day of, maybe.
Even then, they don't sell out. But
yeah,
but you know, they might treat it like a Saudi show in terms of they're like, "Yo, we not worried about the gate for Mania." Like, you know what I mean?
Man, Roman comes out and says, "I know y'all been waiting for me to pick my winner, or pick my opponent. So this is who it's gonna be. If you're smart," and then next thing you know, Rock comes out, interrupts it, and then we get a week of 2 of nonsense, and just for Rock to disappear. You never know. Like, you never know. Smashing Machine only got one nomination. He didn't kill it, so he might be back.
And it's like for costume design.
And it's for costume design.
I mean, it's a great costume, yo.
With Dwayne.
It's a great costume. He looked a lot like different in that movie.
like, do you think Dwayne comes out? Like, do you think? I don't know, man. It's usually it takes like a year of him hitting flops, but I don't see anything on the on the move. Like, I don't think he has anything scheduled to drop this year.
I don't know. Finally, The Rock has come back. Like, finally already? Like,
finally, I need to promote my career in a certain way.
Yeah, it could happen. You could wind up special guest ref or something, like, let me ref the match, whoever you get, or something.
No, I say, if people gonna hate that, I say, hey, bar for bar, you run back the Cody line, but with Roman this time. Like, cousin, let me take this title shot. This is what's best for business.
Rock's got live action Moana coming out, doesn't he?
I don't know if it's this year. I think it's early next year.
I thought it was this summer.
I don't know, because it's heavy competition. That's why
I thought that was the Disney summer release, though.
It's a little soon to put it, like, for him to cut back in now. I'm sure he's got plans for this year.
I don't know.
Upcoming, we got Moana, Jumanji 3, Untitled Fast and Furious, Untitled Hawaii set crime drama.
What is actually in post-production?
Just Moana.
Moana.
Just does it have a release date? Click on the thing.
2026. That's it.
See, that might be because Disney's
July 10th, 2026.
Oh, it says July. That means they gonna need him.
I don't know. For him to sit at home,
he got to pop up at Mania and be like, "I got a new movie coming out."
Right.
He ain't gotta be in the.
I don't think The Rock wrestles. I think his window is closing very soon. Because isn't he like what 50 or 49 or something like that? I don't see Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He doesn't have to wrestle. He could show up. He could. I'll just be special guest timekeeper. You know what I mean?
I definitely 100% think that they give him, because and I love The Rock. I think he's such an egomaniac.
It sounds like a Rock hate.
No, I love The Rock, but I think he's such an egomaniac that he needs the retirement match treatment. You know what I mean? He needs the one last time. And for all we know, that might be Saudi Arabia, dog.
Yeah, if anything, you save that money. You save that you cash in them chips for the big one next year's Mania.
Yeah,
like they gonna give him big money.
In Saudi?
Yeah, Saudi's gonna pay him top dollar.
I don't want to see it.
Yo, and he's one of the last few wrestlers that are on the list that people can acquire. They're like,
rest of them are dead.
They keep asking for Yoko. They keep asking for Diesel. Triple H is like, sir, can we get Triple H? And Triple H is in the meeting with them. I am Triple H. Said, no, seriously, the guy with the long hair.
I'm right here.
no, the guy with the long hair, the gamer. That
guy right here with the big gold belt. That guy,
the one on the cover.
Yeah, they asked for Ultimate Warrior.
Bro, why is he on the cover of 2026?
Like, because it's best for business, brother.
Somebody go to the ear of the representative of Saudi and be like, it's like, we keep seeing a lot of Hulk Hogan promo. Can we get him? And it's like, brother, come on.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
You haven't heard? Like, heard what? Wrestlers don't die. What do you mean?
Yeah, put him in a mask.
Yo, put him in a mask.
He'll live forever.
Like, I mean,
fake Kane. We need fake Diesel, fake Razor.
Like, all jokes aside, I even think Stone Cold is not even about that life. Stone Cold, he already said, he's like, yeah, I can't do a match. He's like,
never say never, dog. He's still working. He's still working out. I don't know.
He's working out, but that man,
he can barely drive the 4-wheeler, bro.
Yeah. There's been some rumblings about him.
Like, I've definitely saw some rumors.
There's rumblings about him coming back.
Bro,
the fact these guys never say never, man.
All right,
I don't know, man. If they can't get Mr. Sean Hickenbottom, aka Shawn Michaels, who looks like he works out daily, to come back, he's like, never again.
We love Sean. Sean can barely see straight. Okay,
Sean. Yeah,
first of all,
struggling. Yeah.
Give it a butt.
Yo, Saudi took his heart, man. But that's like lightning striking twice at the same time. The fact that he got into the match, who would have predicted that Triple H would have tore his quad first 2 seconds of the match? what is it? Kane not having any of his win. Undertaker talking about like they both. There was, if you go back and watch that horrible match, there's a moment when him and Shawn are looking at each other, Taker and Shawn, and they're like, "Yo, we really got to be the wrestlers in this match." Like, this is what is going on.
They should have made it like a 6-man and just each had like a young star on each team, and that would have been the hot tag or something. Because
I was just like, yo. And it's crazy because that's if you ever want to tell somebody how real is wrestling, is put that match on how they couldn't just be like, hey man, the match is not going to continue.
Right. Yo. Okay, so this is a separate thing, but I got into a really long debate with a good friend of mine, and I would love to post an old point back. Speaking of Stone Cold, because somebody brought him up.
Let's talk about it.
My man's said, this is my homie that I watched wrestling with my whole life coming up. He hates WWE right now. He thinks it's pretty trash.
Wait, does he love AEW?
No, he does not watch AEW.
No, he just hates wrestling.
He thinks wrestling today is trash.
Okay.
So he watched Cena's last match.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, I understand. Nobody in the building probably thought he was going to win. That's fine.
No.
But him tapping out was garbage. And I was like, why? He's like, well, would Stone Cold have tapped out in his last match? And I had to be like, So what say y'all? Would Stone Cold have just been like, yeah, brother, tap me out?
Can I say something?
Sure. Of course.
Okay. So, and I'm just going to say 100%, 1,000,000% no. And the reason why is because Stone Cold is one of the last few stars, and you could argue that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is still the only one left, that he does the wrestling version of F them kids, which means put me over, brother. And if you want a glaring example, his career ended on him walking out in the WWE because he did not want to put a young Brock Lesnar over. And his excuse that he says till this day is, we could have made money on this. Bro, if the booker of the company, which is Vince at the time, says, trust me, dog, put him over on this show tonight, we'll get to the money match later. We just need to give him wins. And you say, that don't work for me, brother. That tells you everything. John Cena represents, because he has 20 years. More like 18, 19 in WWE, because they made it seem 25 years, but he didn't wrestle all 25 years on the main roster. He comes from the new generation, the Dolph Zigglers of the world, people that grew up with an idealistic vision of wrestling to the point that they're like, yo, you got to give to the company that gave to you. I think if John Cena, when it came in and not had people put him over the way he did in the beginning, he would have been soured and been like, if John Cena would debut like 5 years earlier, he would have probably not tapped. But I think everybody, John Cena is the last, starting with him, anybody after him is going to tap on the way out. Like think about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like Stone Cold,
so it's a generational difference.
Yeah.
And Stone Cold's run wasn't 20 years. He had 6 years on top.
Yeah.
And so to be fair, he didn't have that long of a run. And yeah, he came from a generation that was more protective of characters and things like that. Let's just say, we talk about that, like John Cena's kind of coming out moment was one of those early manias when he F5 Big Show or whatever, AA Big Show.
Yep.
Like, what if Big Show's like, nah, like,
yeah,
nah, I ain't doing that. He's smaller than me. I'm not letting it happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it took people laying down for him. I feel like Rock would have tapped out. So I think it kills your argument here because he did it. Rock lost to everybody.
No, but I'm talking about
he did Rock, on the way up. Rock would have never walked out on taking an L.
Rock today. I'm not talking about then. I'm talking about Rock today, because you got to think about where John Cena was at his career. It's his goodbye tour.
Yeah.
I think Stone Cold, if he would have had a proper goodbye tour, he would have run everybody back, but it would have been I'm gonna get my wins back against everybody that I ever lost.
Stunner 1, 2, 3. That's what it would have been.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think The Rock today, that's who I'm referring to. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, The Rock who came out and said on a special, and that's when we decided to change plans. That Rock. I'm more Dwayne Johnson, the man, and the Rock character would not do this. That guy. The one that
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. Drizzy, you've been pretty quiet. What do you think?
I can see Stone Cold tapping out if it's somebody that he highly respects. So if it's somebody like if he sees Gunther and says, this kid's the face of the business, I want to put him over, then I can see it happening. But outside of that, I don't think so. I think if he has which apparently Cena did not, if he has the ability to pick his opponent on who he's going to tap out to, I think then it happens. But outside of that, I think that.
Wait, hold on. Do we still think
Mystique.
that Cena had no call of who he was facing last? And
he says that he did not.
Does he say?
He said he didn't push back. He said anything they gave him, he took it.
But I still feel like he's kind of working us in a way. He's a company man. Like I think the people that they put in front of him.
He's a company man, but he has nothing to lose at this point. What's he do?
Yeah.
I mean, what difference does it matter if he goes, there was only one time that I said, what if we did this instead? It doesn't change anything. So for him to go, no, I never had any pushback. Whoever they brought to me, I said, yeah, that works.
So do you think, so we have a situation to compare to? Like, I get it. Stone Cold had his personal demons then. He was going through a divorce. He was hurting from certain injuries. But he literally took them asking him to put somebody over on a meaningless Raw at the time and went home.
Yeah.
Like, that is the biggest diva move ever. I don't think that same person, if he would have continued in the ring, would have said.
But that's assuming he's the same person. You know what? I haven't seen the question asked when CVV talked to him about it. I wonder, and I don't know, maybe somebody could tell me. He talks about that story a lot. Did he ever say, I regret that decision?
I don't think I've never seen it.
And I would have today done that differently. I don't think he's ever said that.
I don't think he said that either. I think he stands by the decision full force.
Yeah, he's like, no, we could have made money. So no, I made the right decision.
Like, think about this. Think about this. If somebody's like, hey man, like if you're like an up and coming movie star, or the guy right now, and somebody came up to you like, hey man, we have this TV show called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, we would love for you to come in and do a guest spot with Will Smith. And he's like, man, I don't give a shit about that guy. That guy ain't gonna be nobody. And then
I'm sure
look at Brock.
Look at
Brock today.
They knew they knew Brock was the guy. And I think old school mentality is you're threatened by the new guy.
Yeah, but
and so he didn't want to give him that rub. And meanwhile, same era, Rock was losing to Hurricane, Val Venus, whoever. You know what I'm saying?
But he was also a Hurricane. Paints him in a totally different picture because it shows that, yes, I will go over for the business. I will put my shoulders down, get tapped out to give a good story and to get people drawn in, because that's exactly what that did. That was one of the best storylines in the last 20 years.
It was. Now, yeah, Stone Cold could argue there wasn't any story here. There was no money to be made on this. Is just me getting knocked out on his way up to the top. There was literally no story. So that is a fair argument when you look at that. Like, Rock and Hurricane had a program, you know what I'm saying, which was hilarious. And so, and it elevated everything, the business, the money, Hurricane
but
as well.
Anybody sit here think that because and again, this is something that we did not prepare for this question. I can't do my research. I felt like it would have not been
your research is right here. It's your eyes, son.
No, but like these
your eyes.
I'm saying, like, what was the proposed thing? What did Vince state, or what are people saying? It wasn't a squash. It was like, yo, just put him over in a match.
No, a first round King of the Ring match, they be having like 5-minute time limits, dog. Like, it was basically going to be a squash.
Yeah.
Back then, they were super fast matches. They used to run like 3 per show.
Well, I still think, like, yo, you have.
He could have been like, man, get me counted out and make me walk out, make me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he could have picked something else.
He said no, and then I think this is where these old heads try to be funny. yo, we can make money. I get that, but dog, why are you gonna make
Like,
money?
do
Like
what you
you
were
make
told to
money
do.
on the
Yeah.
revenge. Like
You make money by working. You're working right now, so go do your job.
yeah, but no, like think about it. Like they could have easily been like the next pay per view down the line or whatever, or like the year after, been like, yo, Stone Cold, I beat you already. What do you think about it? And Stone Cold's like, you called me on a bad night. That could have been a whole program right there. But
No.
Yeah, but he said when he asked them what's the future plan, they was like nothing. He goes to win the King of the Ring. Like what's the
But
what's
it
the
could have
problem?
been maybe that year because you remember it was short term booking back then. You know what I mean? Vince was not thinking about Mania to Mania, at least at that point during the Attitude Era.
Well, they're
Like,
certainly not right now. They are not thinking Mania to Mania. I feel
so
like the
let
one
me
thing I
ask you
picked
this.
up.
Let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this. Is this the reason why Brock is so anti-business at that time? Do you think this led to him going to the NFL? Because all the old heads in power, and they're not old heads then, all the top guys were like, nope, nope, nope.
Maybe. I mean, maybe like you start seeing the politics behind there, and you're like, oh, I see what this is. Like it doesn't matter how good you are; it's how much butt you can kiss. You know what I'm saying?
I also think that Brock is a guy that he's that old country boy that wants to be on his farm doing his farm life and go out, hunt, do all the things, get his workout in, and then go and chill with his family, which is what he said the entire time, that like since the beginning he wanted to make enough money to do that, and then he wanted to be able to do that, and that's it. And when he had that schedule when he was young, and then he was like, all right, now I'm going to start to settle down, he went straight for that settle down. He looked at the NFL and said, all right, I'll have that schedule for, a third of the year instead of the entire year. I'd rather have that than be doing this the entire year.
Yep. Yeah, he just didn't want to do it. Like I felt like he didn't like traveling. He didn't like any of it.
I feel like a lot of wrestlers in the WWE and Indies anywhere right now that end up in wrestling, like perfect example, you got Oba, you got Braun Breaker, that if their first dream career worked out, they would never be near a ring.
Right.
Like I don't know, but do you think right now, like, and this is just speculation, do you think if Braun right now, today, would Braun be in the NFL or would he be in the WWE in the position he's in?
WWE.
You think so?
He'd be in the NFL.
Why?
I feel
because that's what his cousin's trying to do.
Yeah.
He's the middle linebacker at Ohio State, getting ready to go into the draft.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the goal and the dream is the NFL. And if you don't make it, then you got WWE.
I mean, which career lasts longer?
it's always the WWE. NFL, like, especially if you're a positional player, what is it, 5 to 10 years max?
No.
10. Good. Yeah, right.
2 to 4
Like,
years is the average
yeah.
lifespan of an NFL player.
Yeah, 5 is a good run.
That's them punters and kickers and
Yeah, when you do
QBs.
10, 12, you're a kicker, a QB.
But it's also, there's kind of like a ceiling there because I feel like they don't let younger quarterbacks break through. Like, there's a reason, like,
Drake May is
what's it
23
called?
years old and playing in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks.
No,
Yeah,
I understand
I don't
that.
know,
Those are the exceptions. But like, think about Aaron. What is it called?
Rodgers.
Jalen Hurts.
Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, he can literally. Is he a free agent this year? He can literally go to another quarterback and take somebody's spot. They don't care. Like, that's like, that's how the NFL is. Once you break through, you're in.
Yeah,
True, true.
that's a good point. Once you're on
they
top,
they do let like new quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, come in and break through because you got Jalen Hurts straight out of college that came in and started.
But he's the exception. You got to be that.
Didn't Ford start in Florida when he got drafted? Or am I wrong? Tua from
Did he start?
Yeah.
I mean,
but he's a number. You're talking about number one picks, like, you know what I mean, like first round. But then you got somebody like Tommy Cutlets who's backing up Drake May. He had 1.5 year in New York Giants, and like literally, I just read the article. The NFL wrote him off. This guy's been in the league for 1.5 years, and the league was like, peace. He ended up on the practice squad on the Patriots, and then they signed him for the whole year because their backup quarterback got hurt.
Well, I mean,
luck of the draw.
But you look at Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Dak Prescott and Jared Goff. These are considered like the old quarterbacks in the NFL. I think Dak is 31, 32. Jared Goff is 30. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are 29.
But once those guys,
that's crazy.
Once they lose their favor in their home team, I feel I don't know which one. My thing is it's not going to be Mahomes, but I feel like Josh Allen is going to be the new Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna, after his tenure in Buffalo goes, he's gonna go to team, and just whoever keeps paying him, he's gonna be like, yo, Vinny Testaverde played in the NFL longer than people worked regular jobs. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
there's something you can say about white mediocrity, man.
But I think the average age of a quarterback in the NFL, if you take out like Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, and Phillip Rivers, and probably Matthew Stafford, the average age of a quarterback in the NFL, starting quarterback in the NFL, is like 27.
Yeah, they're all pretty young right now.
Because you've got J.J. McCarthy, Cam Ward, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Drake May, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young. All those guys are under 25 years old.
They're all really young, yeah.
But then
it's kind of a new day for quarterbacks, pun intended. But it is kind of a new era for young quarterbacks, where they're all getting time and kind of mostly balling out right now.
So going back to Rand's question, what do you think, Derek? Do you think Stone Cold would actually
would he do the business?
How many times has Stone Cold tapped out?
Y'all know the answer. I don't know why everybody's trying to be so political about it.
I mean, I'm thinking
he wouldn't.
I don't think
that's what I'm saying. I said it from break. He would not. Like, that's
if I don't care if it was freaking Harley Race who wanted to tap him out on his last match. He wouldn't do it.
Yo, I don't think I can see it. I don't see him. I can see it.
If they had cell phones back in his day, and he's like 20 years in, which would have been like 2010, I don't think he would have even looked up. Like, they'll be like, hey man, so we gonna have a so-and-so tap you out. Nah. I just kept on scrolling on his phone. Not even like, what? But he's like, Grant is like, no.
Okay. So check this out. Well, this is just an AI overview, so I could be wrong. In 1992, to Masahiro Chono, he lost by submission to an STF in New Japan. That is the only time he actually submit.
Stone Cold?
Stone Cold.
Kurt beat him for the belt with an ankle lock. I was there.
Some discussion discussed that this was a controversial finish of a case that Austin did not verbally submit, although he is listed as lost the match via submission. He didn't tap. Did he?
He tapped the Kurt.
Oh, okay. I don't know why they call Unforgiven 2001 a controversial finish. Because
what he used to do was a Stone Cold shit, the shit that made him famous that people try to do after him, the pass out tap. That shit, he's the only person who's ever done it.
You got Chono, we got Bret Hart, he passed out, and then Kurt Angle, they say he is listed as having lost the match via submission, but some discussions suggest that this is a controversial finish where he didn't verbally submit. I don't know.
No, he tapped out on the mat.
All right. Well, yeah.
Why
talking about? This is
like Kurt Angle's parents were there and everything. Like, it was a big deal.
Crazy.
I think that was Angle's first title.
So one time, and he made Hogan tap out too. So I guess they respected Kurt enough to take it.
And that's what I'm saying. If there is that guy, if he looks at Gunther the way that he saw Kurt, I could see it happening, but only in that scenario.
He would. Old man like this, he would not look at anybody new as in that light.
He'd be like,
and I agree with that, but I'm saying if they had built it, if it was built right, I could say him going, all right.
This is what Stone Cold would say if he was interviewed on this. This is exactly what he would say. Well, if the business was right, and
shout to my man Magnum the Borg, who I don't know on whose comments he wrote this. I think Stone Cold would have been like, what about that young guy, Randy Orton? He's like, Randy Orton, who's been in the business for damn near the same time as you? You want that new guy. Let him tap me out, that new guy.
Yeah, let that new kid. What's that kid name? Randy? Yeah.
Bob Orton's son. Yeah. Let that
did he ever fight Randy Orton? I'm so curious.
Bro, he is the only person that he's the only wrestler that hasn't come out with a DVD that you feel like that it's like the highlights of his career, because it's just like, yeah, he's not here. and then he just never wrestled again. It's like
his highlights are glass breaking, rundown, stunner everybody.
Bro, literally, I think he spent more time active as a commissioner than he did as an active wrestler in the WWE. And that says a lot. Like, I felt like he was a special commissioner ref for like mad years compared to like, that he was an active wrestler.
Damn.
Like, I get it.
Well, he's been a special
Injuries and
guest referee
everything.
for like the last 20 years.
Wow. It's a good list on the sportster.com on the 10 clean losses that are notable that Stone Cold has taken over his career. Yes, 10. You heard that right.
Wait, hold on. Has he have we been missing it? All this shit number one, Hogan is a piece of trash, like Terry Bollea. But
that's the thing, man.
Stone
if you
Cold
like
more protected than him,
bro, if you likable, everybody forgets everything. Like Stone Cold barely didn't end up on top. And even if he lost, it was still play his music and break the glass and drink beer, something.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I saw him, I was watching a random YouTube video. Undertaker, when Undertaker was on top, when he was the American Badass, this man took 97 million Stone Cold stunners in non-segments. And I've never seen Stone Cold get laid out at the end of a segment, at this point. You know what I mean? And then I can see him in the back, hey, brother, it's just a quick move. You ain't got no setup, just take it and just fall. Come on, man. I'll give it back to you later. And then
later,
10 years later, still nothing.
Nothing. Yep. 2001, he took 2 of those L's. In a triple threat, he got pinned by Mankind. And then at Unforgiven, he got submitted by Kurt Angle. So, but my man has been very well protected in more ways than one. We know about this man's past too, and it never comes up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's very well protected. I'll say that. When you're likable,
4 L's in 2001. That was his year of all right, I'll go ahead and do the business.
Yep.
And then the fact that
to take some L's.
The fact that Vince did not try to bury this man after he just basically, you know how many years it took for them to admit they were on talking terms at that point when they're Stone Cold took his ball and went home. You know what I mean?
No, he tried to say oh, that was so embarrassing to me and that was bad business for y'all to put that out there like that. And it's nah, man. I remember it was Rock. I think Rock came in the ring and was if you want to take your ball and go home and be a little baby, fine, So yeah, they immediately buried him for that. And I'd say
and then he came back like nothing happened. You know what? I think if he was to ever come back to wrestle, it was that WrestleMania match in which he refereed Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. But the fact that he barely got physical that match, I was oh, he's done. That's
that match was a mess.
Oh,
nobody wanted to see that match, dude. It was just the circumstances were so bad. Everybody was leaving. Nobody wanted to see any of them at that time. Brock was leaving, Goldberg was leaving. Nobody wanted to see that.
Was that the first match that the internet wrestling community ruined?
Maybe
the first.
No, that match got ruined in the ring.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a good match, but the fact is that we knew that they were all leaving. So that they booed Brock coming down. They booed everybody from the beginning.
Who you think was going to be the hero in that match? Who you think WWE was going to?
I think Stone Cold was supposed to be a hero. You know what I mean? You put him in it to make people want to see it.
So you think they would have wrote how he stunned both of them or whatever afterwards the same way? Or they were it was crowd reactionary? Because I feel Stone Cold, somebody either a ref or somebody is hey man, we're going to go home and you're going to just make both of them look like idiots type deal. You know what I mean?
No, I think that was the plan from the beginning.
I think that was the plan from jump because they didn't want nothing to do with either one. Nobody wanted anything to do with anybody in that match.
Was the match bad because of the leak, or the match was always going to be bad? Because I felt they were both kind of deer in headlights when the crowd started they were just going to go and do their match and kind of disappear. Because during that time, people would just leave and you wouldn't know. But that was the first time that the internet, even I knew, and I was barely a kayfabe reader. You know what I mean? I was not I I was like, how did this get to me? Like, God damn. Like,
and like I wasn't really watching then, so I don't know if they were like mentioning it on commentary or anything, or in the lead up. They weren't like, I'm gonna beat you and then I'm getting out of here. Like
at the end of the match, Michael Cole said something about both men are contractually done with the WWE afterwards. And I think he said it because the crowd was like, nah, like the entire match.
Right. Well, that's what happens when you put a match like that in New York.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like you should have done that on a random
Jersey,
Raw.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that should have been on a random Raw.
If I was Vince, I would have been like, hey, I would have like at the end, like before the show's over, like we're gonna run this back on Monday Night Raw, like something. Like you could have done something to like book this, like you know what I mean, like a different way.
I don't know what you could do with that. Like you think on paper this is the dream match that everybody wants to see.
Who did
honestly? It's been amazing.
It should have been, but no one cared. It's like bad circumstances.
Who did you think was supposed to stay? Like who? Like
probably
who?
Brock. They didn't like Goldberg.
Okay, so you think him leaving was a last minute thing, and it was like, really, dog? Like we could have give this entire match spot to some other cat. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know the timeline, but I think once they both said they were leaving, they're like, oh, well, we might as well get this money and book the match everybody wants to see.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then it turned out to be the drizzling, you know what's. But yeah, I think they just were like, let's get this money before y'all leave. Give us this match. Like I don't know if y'all talked about this yet, but about AJ, they're kind of speed running all these dream matches right now, which really leads me to believe that this is over.
2026 and 2025 has happened. I like in the back of my mind, like I'm very fearful that this is the last we're going to see of AJ in the ring. I think he might come back as a personality.
Well, but I keep saying WWE career. So I think he's going to TNA.
So I don't see him going to AEW. I think he's vehemently said, I'm good on that.
I don't know, man. Money talks.
I don't think he needs bread. And I don't think he's going to be like, yo, like somebody said that Ciampa, like even said that Ciampa leaving is like, Ciampa's like, yo, he's like, everybody's saying he's going to go to Japan before he goes to AEW because he's going to get one pop when he comes in. And then, like, you know, I know we said it jokingly, then he's going to be part of the Don Callis family. And then be like one of 187 million workers that all look the same, dress the same, wrestle the same.
But like, it just depends on how much people want from wrestling. Like I try to like understand and bring myself down to earth. Like they don't look at this the way we do. A lot of them look at it like Ciampa is not thinking Triple H should have gave me the world title. I don't think he's thinking that.
Yep.
You think he's thinking that? Like I ain't never gonna be a world champ. You know what I'm saying? So he's not thinking I'm gonna go to AEW and win the world title. So he's probably thinking I can go have some good matches, I can get paid, I can support my fam, and I can see my friends, and that's it.
So
and I can be happy.
In the kayfabe world that is wrestling, do you think Cody started something where people are like, yo, I want to know this guy's doing good things over here. I want to wrestle this guy over there. Or is that something that depending on the person? Like I don't see, for example, let's say, like, and this will never happen. Let's say Randy Orton. He's retiring and he's like, you know what? This guy's in AEW that I would like to wrestle. I don't think he'll do that. But I can see Ciampa doing that because there's people that were coming up that he was never around that are arrived.
But that's only if he's a fan of it like we are. You know, he might look at this as work. You know what I mean? Like whoever I'm in the ring with, I'm gonna have a good time and I'm gonna get paid. Like it's the fans that fantasy book. Oh man, him and Adam Cole would have been crazy. Him and Kenny Omega, what? You know, but he might not care.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like so you mentioned AJ Styles. Being that the WWE that it is now and has been in the last year, I think part of me, like I'm split 60-40. 60%, I am assuming that this is legit. He's going to tap to Gunther and be on his way.
No.
But an increasing 40% that's going up day by day is kind of like, this is a Triple H flim flam. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think this is gonna be the next storyline for Unreal season 3. Like, you know, like ha ha ha, like I got you, like you know.
So do you think maybe he's? You think? Dang, that's a good point. Do you think they're running stories just because of what they can run on Unreal?
That would be
They're
crazy.
like,
No,
this will
I
be
think
this will be a great story to tell the behind the scenes on.
I think that's a byproduct. I think the swerve is on to get more eyes on Royal Rumble, because a couple things yesterday happened that kind of made me go, is Javon Evans and him having an interaction. WWE has been very good at not teasing shit that they can't deliver when is like, you know what I mean? Like like Javon Evans going to him and be like, "Hey, OG, we got to have this one-on-one match." You know what I mean? And then like there's still a bunch of names that he has to run back in TNA and WWE. You know what I mean? Like, like even a couple names in NXT.
That's why he's not losing.
That's why the run back is like, wait, what would you say?
I was just saying that's why he's not losing on Saturday. I feel like if he loses to Gunther on Saturday, it's because of some health shit that we don't know about. That's the only way.
Or he legit is like, yo, I'm tired of the road. Because think about it, he's come back in the last 3 years after injury after injury. You know what I mean? This is the most he's been hurt in his entire career.
Well, and there was the
AJ
in the Van Vliet interview with Cena. He said Cena said, you know, you're still putting on some of the best matches out there, and everybody still wants to see you. And he was lacing up his boots and looked up and said, "Dude, I'm 48. My body's already done everything. It's past its expiration date."
Yeah, he was saying that he was glad that they didn't give him a full year like he wanted initially. That they gave him however many dates, 30, 40 dates.
But hey,
so he might be done unless everybody's working. But you saw the Shinsuke post, right?
No, I felt like that. I felt like that was that again. You can't trust anything anymore, dog.
Yeah, like why would you let that out?
Like Shinsuke has never been the guy that does shit like that. Like, you know
what was the post for us that didn't see it?
Okay, it's can you do a screen share? Because it's it's a lot, but
it's basically saying like
it was like a diary entry that he wrote about AJ.
And isn't that what Shinsuke does?
Yeah. And the fact that he posted it was like, whoa. And I guess they deleted it once they figured out, like, oh man, he's saying too much stuff. But he's saying during the Australia tour, they were talking and they were like, man, when we gonna run it back? And he was like, it better be soon because I'm out of here soon. And he's like, when? And he said Royal Rumble. And so the fact that he put that in there, it's like, oh man.
Man, if Gunther take out him at Rumble, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
You can't be mad at Gunther because they're just using him in that spot.
That's his job. He's the legend killer.
I don't like him. Randy Orton.
Is Orton next? It's maybe or Brock.
What do you mean, Randy Orton? Randy Orton's the next one to go down.
Yeah, Orton's the next legend to get killed.
But does this mess up Gunther? Because now he has to do this.
He has to. That's the thing. Like you said the exact right thing. They've built a monster heel who ends careers. If he doesn't do it, they just neutered him again.
Oh,
yeah. Or do they have a situation where you get somebody that you don't expect that is a retiring legend, a la Rey Mysterio, that's like, nah, dog, like you ain't gonna beat my homie like this or something, like, you know, what do you do?
I don't like it here.
It's
Ray
not
gets
a
saved by
match.
Dom, and then Gunther retires Dominic.
I don't like it here.
I hate this.
Like it's crazy because it's like, God damn it, and then it's like, I think
I don't like
AJ
that the what I think this must have been kind of a last second thing. Like AJ was like, yo, I'm not putting on the matches that I want to do. And that's what he kept saying. Like, if I can't perform, I'm done. And he's, you're your toughest critic. And he's probably like, look, man, I'm not killing it. I don't feel good.
From a fan aspect, do you think that he's killing it, or you think he's
lost a little step? I'm not gonna lie.
He's not the same AJ. But
no,
he's old. Saturday Night Main Event proved that. Like those young boys and Dragon Lee were really helping him out.
Yeah,
in that tag match.
Somebody
and they also made him look very old in that match. Although he was hitting moves, but you could tell he was like locked in.
A little labored. And yeah.
And as easy as Evans and Slater and Dragon Lee do that, Styles did it just the same. And now it takes a lot of work for Styles to be able to hit those same moves.
Yeah.
And one of the things in the Cena interview that he talked about was, you know, the thing that people don't see is how long it takes to prepare, how long it takes to recover.
Mm-hmm.
So my body can't go through it.
True.
Yeah, dude. I remember those videos of Shawn Michaels. They show on HBK what he does in the morning just to get up and walk around. Him and Undertaker, like having to do like 2 hours of like stretching and stuff just to get up.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, once that happens, you're like, okay.
But they're from a different era.
I know we hate Hogan, but the first time I was aware of how crazy the toll is that what was it, Hogan Knows Best episode where he spent what felt like 45 minutes. Is like, yeah, I got 4 surgeries here, I got 3 here, I got
it is like
I got a prosthetic leg, my foot doesn't work, and it's like. And then the guy asks him, so like, are you in pain right now? He goes, yeah, but you get used to it. And the way he looked at the camera, like, oh my God, this guy.
Like, it just hurt me to answer that question. What you mean?
And then it's like, and then he also talked about that he's one of the few guys that was not addicted to painkillers, at least at that point. I don't know later on in his life. Because it's like it's a thin line. Like, when you're in that much pain, you could easily be like, well, pop some Vikes. And then he's like, oh man, now I'm addicted to like this. Like,
yeah, man. I hope this is a work kind of only because if AJ wants to end it, like let him end it on his own terms. But I just wish he got the fanfare on his run like Cena did.
Like Cena did.
You know what I mean? Like give him a real retirement run. Don't just speed run it to this.
I want that, and I think, and you guys are gonna think I'm freaking dumb for this, but I think if anybody can secure a deal to go work in other promotions to be like the guest guy, it would have been him. Like I could see him going to Noah, putting on singles matches. Like I could see him go to like you know what I mean, like these attraction matches. Not a lot, but like the one that opens the door. Kind of like how we thought Jericho was going to be years ago, but it ended up just being Jericho getting more money and be like, oh, I can do this full time instead of being WWE. Like I can see him. And I would, as much as I would love the idea you suggested that he said WWE career and then goes to TNA, that's where it hurts my heart. I think he needs to run back the TNA matches of people that you still want to see him face. You know what I mean?
Who's still there that you want to see?
Those guys don't want to wrestle anymore either.
I'm about to say, please name them. Please name these TNA dream matches that we need.
I want to see Leon Slater. I want to see Leon Slater.
We essentially just did. We just said that he couldn't keep up.
He can't keep up.
And I want to see the one-on-one match with Leon Slater, and I want to see a one-on-one match with Evans.
Okay, these aren't TNA matches. What are you talking about?
Well, you know what I mean. They're like these are matches that we're gonna get shorted on. And I know you guys are gonna make fun of me. What's it called? I want to see him versus Tommaso Ciampa's tag team partner. What's his name?
That's why we're gonna make fun of you because you don't know Johnny Gargano's name.
Yeah, like these are guys that like these are guys that look up to him and adopted his style.
True.
Yeah.
All right. So
the fact is, AJ's been on another level for a long time, and when he has come down to their level, he's done tag wrestling, and that would have been the time to have those guys work with him. And I saw a Twitter post before even all this came out. They were like, yo, what if we were watching AJ's retirement run all this time and we didn't know it?
Saw that.
The tag matches, the tag title run, you know what I mean? All the legendary matches he was getting. Like maybe this really was the retirement run, but it was just kind of in secret. And that makes me sad, man, because huge AJ fan, and I don't want him to ruin this by like taking an AEW bag. You know what I'm saying? If he really feels like I can't perform, then don't go over there and get dropped on your neck to prove something.
It's funny that you said that the other day, and I was talking to somebody, you know, I'm not going to say his name because of the company he works for. And I said, you know what? When I saw that Ciampa left, it wasn't that I necessarily felt like I was going to miss him. It was, I don't like change as a fan. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be weird seeing him debut in AEW if he ever goes there. It's going to be weird, like, you know, to me, because I know him as WWE Tommaso Ciampa. And I knew him as ROH Tommaso Ciampa when he had long hair back in the day. And it's like him going to this other company. It's like when a sitcom moves networks. You know what I mean? It's like, this is weird. It's like, why is this on CBS?
We don't like change. Program. No, you're right.
Like okay, so I'm gonna ask this question. And do you think WWE outside, and I feel like WWE has no clue what their men's main events are going to be. I think the women's main events are kind of like already there. You can see where they're going. Like
for Mania?
I think both Mania matches are like just out there. They're like, let's see what shakes out. Like they just keep adding questions instead of answers. Like
I think they have 3 to 4 matches that they intend for it to be, and they're letting the direction of the crowd kind of guide them a little bit.
Because you have influx, like I really liked what they were doing with CM Punk, which is he has matches, banger, keeps him moving. It's like kind of like the villain of the week. You know what I mean? The person of the week.
Right.
And then Finn ruined it, because now it's like, all right, now you have your champ enthralled in what is seems like a transitional feud.
Yeah.
And you don't have enough dates unless this is going to be a Monday Night Raw play out. You know what I mean? Which
it could be. I think that's another thing that makes me feel like this AJ thing is real. They're like, we got to work out the next, we got to still keep the storyline moving because he's not going to be here.
Yep.
That's what I think. I think this was the last second thing where they were like, yes, we'd love to see a clean match, clean finish, but we got a storyline to progress. So,
but do you
Finn jump in?
Do you think Finn jumping in gives AJ Styles an option, or that's just the way it works because Punk and Finn have something?
I think I heard you earlier say, or maybe it was your prediction, or maybe it was like, oh, this would be cool if this leads to like one last run of a little bit of the club, where like he decides to swerve, and now let's say he did this to get a match, and now we got Finn versus Punk 2, and then AJ comes and helps him, and then we get a little too sweet action. We get a quick little faction where they leave, you know. I still think Finn needs to get kicked out of Judgment Day for that to happen.
I still think that people are like, oh, he cemented himself. I think that just proved that he's just like, remember when Liv was like, yo, what are you doing? I think this is him like, you know what? I thought about it. F you, F them. I need to
be. He could be like, I need to be on my own. And he don't even really got to get jumped out. They could be like, you know what? The clique doesn't have a leader. So I'm going to go be my own man. Like, all right, y'all do this, you know, like,
but then does Judgment Day, do you accidentally make Dom the leader that kind of is like still in transition?
No.
Or does he leave?
They have no leader. Liv is more leader.
Liv will definitely be a leader if they feel like has to be one.
Based on this week, and based on what's happening with I can easily see La Primera losing to Raquel after a Liv Morgan win at Royal Rumble, and then they do the whole Triple H Batista thing where it's like, hey, the Triple H Randy Orton, like, hey man, I'm real happy that you won the belt. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go challenge, old girl on SmackDown, and then the swerve is, like, you out of here.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. But then that kind of implodes the squad. So I don't know if they actually want to do that, because like they are like the longest running faction, and it seems like they want to keep them going. But
that's just now though. Like I feel like that's only because folks leave and then you get new folks. That's really it. Because there's no original nothing. The original 3,
the OG,
are gone. Because it could be, for lack of a better term, it could be the threesome, baby. It could be Dom and his ladies. You can easily make Raquel the IC champ and then they could be like, yo, like whatever you say about the Judgment Day, we trim the fat. We all champs up here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that could work. I don't know. I was so sure they were going to by now kick Dom out, and Dom would have this major face run by Mania.
You think so?
But that was a year ago. I thought
like,
that. So I don't know now.
Hey, I know.
I don't think you want to see Dom as a face though.
Derek, you touched on this.
Mhm.
I can see if you know how WWE is more like who's in your way. I can see Gunther if the AJ thing does happen. I can see Gunther going, "What's up, Ray?" And then
yeah,
and then at a certain point, Dom will be like, at first to be like, "Hey, fam, I appreciate you beating down my dad, but the privilege of me of the retirement comes through me."
Exactly.
And then like what turns into it just makes him turn naturally.
I
like
think
him coming
great.
to him.
That's great
up
writing, which means they're not going to do it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I said too. Where
But that's how you organically make him the top face, because it could be like, nah, fam, like you know what I mean, like just have him come out and then just pull the ref out, do the reveal.
Yeah, like, nah, I beat my dad down, not you. Like, nah, I'm gonna retire him, and then we get a little thing. Or people have trying to hint that maybe Ray comes to the dark side and winds up helping Dom if Dom gets caught up in something, like he gets kicked out the Judgment Day or something.
To see a heel Ray,
and maybe we get a heel run from
Ray.
Ray.
He's had it multiple times in his career,
but not in WWE.
Yeah, but he was like the Vato Loco, baby.
But he didn't even have a mask.
With the mask off, yeah, he was
the devil horns.
Pretty Ray, like pretty it's funny, like Ray's a handsome dude, but the universe was like, nah, we're not giving you a hairline, fam.
We do that, it'll be too dangerous.
My man is like, yeah, you look like a dude that should be in the pop group, but yeah, that hairline, we're gonna give you that Zach from the Power Rangers hairline.
Bro, his hairline wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That's how
he had the baldy, but his baldy started back here. Like, you know what I mean? Like the bald Caesar. Oh,
yeah.
Did you hear a good interview from Zach where he said they had no ethnic hairdressers at all?
I spoke to him about it.
Yeah, he just had to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That shit crazy.
They're like,
how about the fact that he was 26 years old when he was playing a 14-year-old kid?
A teenager.
Bro, the only person that was of age for that show was Jason and Tommy. Everybody else was like drinking age.
Yeah, but Zach was 26 years old. He's 59 now.
Yeah, but black don't crack. And number one,
Jason
and Tommy had tutors on set. Like,
wow. Yo, that's crazy.
So, what about what did you guys hear when I was talking about what I think the main event scene for the tag team belts is gonna move to? I think they're gonna give. I think the catalyst, Tozawa and Otis is gonna be number one. Either catalyst, which I'm 100% betting on Jay turning on Jimmy, because they're gonna take them lightly in their defense, and then they're gonna lose, and it's gonna be Jimmy's fault because he's gonna be rusty or something, and he's gonna be like, "Look, dog, like I came back to the tag team because of you, and look, we just got embarrassed by these busters." Because even yesterday after they won, you saw Jimmy was kind of like he looked at him like, "Oh, okay, light work." Like, all right, like we'll take this.
It should be light work. It doesn't even make sense that they're still a tag team.
It should be light work. I don't like, but I saw Tozawa's like really, heartfelt post, and I was like, oh man, they try to set us up, like making you believe that they really can do this.
I think they could do it. I think they could do it. I think they could do it because it could be a miscommunication that kind of like brings Crash Out Jay back, and hopefully he doesn't cry. And then it's a lot of moving parts. You could get the New Day slip right in and just destroy that Cinderella run.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you could break them up without Tozawa and them getting a run, but that could get, it'd be a cool story. They did it for Maxine, so they should definitely do it for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they deserve it. Like, you hang around that long, you kind of do deserve a little
something, right?
It was a kayfabe, but like wink, wink, like yo, that was real. thoughts when he put that sentence. Like when people come up to him, be like, "Yo," laughing at me, like, "You still work for them?" Like, what do you even do?
Right? Like, why you still here? Like, dang, did they forget to fire you?
Yeah,
Like, nah,
like,
man. Like that. Do they deserve it though, or is this just going to be a storyline progressing moment?
I think it could either be that or
Apache
finally
Prime says Jimmy is out, so like an injury or what?
No,
I thought Jimmy just couldn't come to Canada.
Jimmy's out. I feel like Jimmy's not there because of Naomi being pregnant.
Yeah, I don't think because they've been to Canada.
They've been to Canada before.
Canada a bunch of times,
but he only goes to Canada for big shows. He doesn't go for weekly shows.
Oh,
he only goes for pay-per-views because they gotta pay him.
It's not a work.
That's when he gets the permission to go.
Yeah, he's gonna pay some DUI fee to get in.
Oh yeah, they hate DUIs out there.
I don't know.
So I don't know. That's interesting. I think it'd be a good move to take the title, give them a little run. If it breaks them up, then does this mean we get Jimmy versus Jay at Mania again? Is that what you want?
Hold on.
Is that what you want?
I think Derek wants to see the New Day be the tag champs at any cost.
But
and I think
want,
they're the only
Jimmy versus Jay 2 at Mania.
Listen, now
I think Jay will be like, dog, I want nothing with you. I'm moving to SmackDown being by myself.
Was he just
like,
moved
you know
Raw?
what I mean?
Nah,
he crashed out and moved to Raw.
I thought he just crashed out and moved. They could just both go to different shows and do the same entrance and the same music and just, both shows get the same thing.
It's like they're twins.
Me, who's day what is? Yeah, just do it on both shows.
Because the reason I don't think, and you know how we'll know? If in their tag defense, if they come out with matching outfits and they go back to it's Uso Penitentiary. If they go, that's 100%. That's a tee up for them losing. If they go back to the tag team music, just like when these single tag teams, like single stars, get together and then they get a together entrance, that's how you know they're gonna break up that night. Because they finally came together and they're like, oh, their run is over today.
Yeah, when they bring them together, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I don't
would y'all be opposed to them running it back though at WrestleMania?
Yes.
I know it's
bad.
If they have the time to do a proper match.
That's what
I
don't think
they're gonna run it back at WrestleMania. I think this might be a Raw only feud. And we've shown that the WWE, I guess Netflix is like, hey dog, we don't need random matches. We need you to announce stuff to put people's eyes on this. Like they were like street fight. Raquel Rodriguez versus this girl. It's like, nah. We're advertising huge matches. We're not doing this random, 30-minute segments.
I think that's true. Like Netflix wants bangers announced, and so they're getting it. If you announce Jimmy versus Jay a week in advance, like that could be kind of big.
Yeah, but that's another feud that I think is not a one-match blow-off, and you could build upon that. You could have even Solo Sikoa come in and be like, "What I tell you, Jimmy." You sided with the wrong brother. I knew this was gonna happen to you, type deal,
Yeah, I don't want to see it, but okay.
I mean, I get
it on it.
I get it.
I don't want to see it at a WrestleMania, but then again, we're gonna get the 3-for-4 deal WrestleMania nights.
Yo, they gonna be like, buy 2 days, get one free.
I don't know.
Everybody gets the main event.
I just think I think the fact that they squashed this down. And because they would have just kept both tag, I think they would have kept Jay off TV if they didn't plan this, because I know it's real life, but then they're like, oh, this is how we're going to spin this. The frustration of and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to get a precursor to it. You could just easily have, if they lose, you can easily have Jay just spaz out and flip out on him. And then when they have a promo, he's going to be like, what have been doing since we won the belts? It's been me. It's just me.
Yes, it's out.
I don't need you.
Me.
You know what I mean? Why are we even a team?
Now, do y'all think they need the belts right now?
No, they don't need the belts.
These belts ain't getting defended. You just see it just because
I think that's a real life thing. I think What did I say last week? I said, man, they're gonna dust out American Made for the goddamn tag team match, and look what happened. And they still, I've never seen a tag team that is so ready get buried so much.
I was like, wow, they found these guys. They've been in there tearing up catering because I haven't seen them in like 7 months.
Outside of the New Day, they look way better than all the other tag teams involved.
I mean, all they needed was Viking Raiders, and they'd have had every Raw tag team of the last 2 years in one match. But like, I think they should. What's also funny is putting American Made in there with Alpha Academy, 2 teams that Chad Gable made.
Right?
It's kind of funny.
But like, so we're done, right? We're done with them. Like, there's no way that American Made ever. I don't know who they pissed off backstage.
Hang on, let Derek cook right there because he
said 3. Hold up.
It's 3 because you got
the Americana.
Yeah, and, you know.
Wow. So basically, Chad Gable made 3 tag teams.
That's all a part of a number 1 contender match.
3 of the 6 tag teams on Raw are Chad Gable.
I honestly think the tag team that needed to win was American Made.
But first time back, I mean, they do that a lot. They be like, first time back, let's win.
Like, you don't like them?
I don't like. No. It's not that. I don't like that. Oh, we just got back. We got to take this dub for the titles. Oh, we just got back.
Go back. If somebody has a list, I don't think they ever won on Raw since their debut.
Who? American Made?
Yeah,
they have.
Listen. Like somebody just said, whoever they pissed off in the back, you know, they about to get that Titus O'Neil treatment,
bro. They legit are brothers, and they legit they're collegiate wrestlers.
Yeah, they can go.
Yeah,
and it's like which one of these tag teams is like not you, definitely not you.
Lost.
Yes, those guys.
They fought for the AAA tag team title in November. Lost. Alpha Academy lost.
They also beat Alpha Academy a lot. They were just going back and forth for a long time.
Some NXT team, the Culling, Nico Vance and Sean Spears, in July, and then they lost. Yeah, they've been losing a lot. Fighting Alpha Academy and War Raiders a whole lot over the past.
I swear to God that I think when Triple H took this job as top booker, they were like, "There's one thing that you can't do, Paul. You can't ever book a NXT tag team to be successful ever. Only tag teams that were made in the roster on the main roster can be booked to win anything." It's like, bro, they have not won anything. I think they've gotten such a bad treatment. It goes back to like when Chad Gable was with what's his name, his tag team partner, when they were what was it, American Alpha? Not American. Yeah.
No, that was what were they called? They were American Alpha. This one is Alpha Academy, and the other one is American Made. Oh my God, these names.
And the Americanos. It's gonna be the American.
Oh my God, these names are so terrible.
But it's like, yo, it's like no disrespect to Tozawa and Otis, and I
have
them.
to do a whole lot of really like.
But they should have just been back in catering, like American Made shit. Like, dog,
I don't understand. Like, why are they not good? Yeah, like I don't get it. Like,
I'm telling you, it's something better. There's got to be some like, yo, one of them slept with some producer's wife or something.
There's an NXT ceiling. They're like, oh, we're about to book y'all to get the tag titles, but I just remembered y'all from NXT.
I remembered hearing something about Brutus injuring somebody, and they got
somebody big
benched.
Now that could make some sense,
bro. The New Day feuds with everybody, and they're like. Excuse me, guys, get out the way. Hey, man, you guys back there in the back, you 2 guys that are setting up furniture, we want you in the match right now.
They even tried to feud with them, and Xavier put in the work off screen doing like Twitter vignettes, and it still didn't get a program going.
Just didn't get going. Man, wow, this reminded me, I almost forgot, back in July of 2025, Andrade and Rey Fenix were a team. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked about it in the pod. They were a fun tag team.
They were really fun.
DCX Warlord says it was Rey that they injured.
Oh. Well, Can't hurt Ray. Yeah, sorry.
But I don't think I don't
That'll
know
get
Ray,
you benched.
I don't know Ray from a hole in the wall. He doesn't seem like a guy that would be like, hey boss, these guys, I don't know about these guys.
No, that's where Dom went in the back and was like, yo, they hurt my dad.
Yeah. You don't have to say it, but when Ray comes back there holding his neck and you're like, oh man, what happened? You're like, it just happens, man. Like,
and there's some speculation that Ray got hurt last night too.
Yeah.
Oh, he looked like, because they pulled him out when the Vision was hitting all their finishes. You saw Austin Theory go back to Braun Breaker, and then Braun Breaker motioned to Bronson Reed, and then all of a sudden Austin quietly didn't even throw Ray out. He just like pushed him out the ring gently.
Well, they tried to pull him in the ring, and the ref jumped in and was like, nope, and pulled him out.
Oh wow.
And then
he's
set up
a 50-year-old guy that
they set up Penta for the breaker spear.
Yeah, and Penta's like, dog, I already took like 9 of these vicious spots.
Right, like I gotta take another one. Like, come on. Oh, that's crazy. So blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm looking back.
Is it on this? Are they saying that he's hurt again?
Yeah. Well, no one's saying they heard a report, but they're just saying what happened. That there was medical personnel.
It was live event speculation from attendees.
And yeah, ref put up the X and like protected him, but no idea what actually happened. But yes, Julius hurt Ray and took him out of WrestleMania 41. So that'll do it.
Wait, was that around that Rumble time when he missed? When he got hurt in Texas?
Maybe. It says
that's the Antonio Rumble that we was at.
41? Well, no. 41 was last year. It was a 6-man tag with American Made versus Phoenix Dragon Lee and Ray. Julius pulled Mysterio out of the ring by his leg and injured him.
What year? Does it say?
That was 25. It was right before Mania. Yeah, I don't know what place that was in, but yes. So apparently he did not wrestle in Mania. Ray Phoenix stepped in for him on the night 1 match against El Grande. Okay, I do remember that. Yep, that's what happened.
Yeah, that odd match.
That was weird. Where's Phoenix? Is he doing anything?
Ray? Yeah, he was. No, he literally just wrestled Trick Williams twice in a row.
Okay. Andrade of WWE, WWE. Yo, have you seen Andrade's new gimmick right now? It's just basically being a sexy bachelor.
Jesus, freaking Christ!
So his thing is now just being sexy Manny. He just walks in and this girl scream. Somebody screams, "Take your shirt off." He takes his shirt off. Somebody says, "Take your pants off," and then he takes his pants off and he wrestles in his tights.
So they're trying to say that a moment that went viral was when he got some girl's number, but then like within an hour of it happening, the girl went on Instagram and was like, I want to thank AEW for having me in, and she's a wrestler from the Indies, so she immediately killed kayfabe.
Oh, she was a plant.
Yeah. Immediately, like it was like, here's if you want to see more of me, here's my booking stuff. I'm wrestling at Topeka, Kansas Pro, whatever.
Come on. Wow, that's crazy. You gotta at least give it a week or so.
Hey, I guess that payday wasn't a lot. They were like, here's $200.
He didn't want that momentum to burn out.
Wow,
it's $200.
That's crazy. Okay, did we speculate on Powerhouse Hobbs and what's gonna happen with his debut? What's gonna pop up? Is he a Royal Rumble entrance?
100%, I believe.
Definitely will have to be a surprise out there then.
That's a bad spot to put him in, yo. I don't know if he gets a pop.
I think he's another body, and I think if I had to speculate, I think he's the person that what's it called was referring to yesterday. Pierce, when he said, I had to reach out to somebody and they said, I had to give your spot away. That's who I think he was talking about.
Oh, so he takes Braun Breaker's spot or whoever.
Not Braun.
Finn.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Finn gonna get into the Royal Rumble one way or another.
I think he'll find his way in, or he'll just beat somebody up.
Oh yeah, injure somebody.
Hey, Tozawa, there you go. Tozawa,
that's the rule. Is that you beat up somebody, you get to take their spot. So
like speed getting to go in.
Yeah, somebody gets beat up, you can't go in.
So
speaking of the word speed, I just want to mention something real quick because we never really talk AEW. I saw this on Ringside News, and I really kind of hate Ringside News, but they made a very low-key, weighty, heavily weighted statement. They said,
okay,
2 of AEW's best signings ever that no one will talk about. You will not guess who these 2 are, and they are a tag team.
Oh,
and we're talking about Speedball and Kevin Jet Knight. Jet Speed collectively. And I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that.
I like Speedball because I follow his career in the Indies. What is it, Jordan Knight, or is that's the guy?
Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight. I completely missed his entire New Japan Pro Wrestling era. So I didn't know who he was until he came on the AEW airwaves. I have liked what he's put on. He is gifted, but are we tired of small tag teams?
Can we just take a minute to reflect on the part that Marco's just called this man Jordan Knight, who's one of the new kids on the block?
Hey man, I'm old.
Jordan Knight. All right. No, I think small tag teams are kind of it, because like it seems like the big guys go for solo stuff. So I think small tag teams are the way to go. Personally.
But it's like they're amazing until again they run into the Hurt Syndicate, and then it's like, oof.
Well, who did they just beat a big team, didn't they? They just beat the Ops.
Yeah, but that was more of a programming thing, and you were there for that.
I was there, but they beat big guys. That's all.
But who was their big guy? Who was playing Diesel in their tag team match? It was Hangman.
Hangman, yeah.
He was their big heater. They didn't put Leo Rush in the corner with them.
Low key, man. I don't know how you book it, but when they were feuding with Hurt Syndicate, I thought they kind of should have won. Like, I thought they were hot enough to beat them. Like it would have been believable. You know what I mean? Like the program was hot enough where I kind of feel like they could have won, but I just don't know how you book it. Like you're not pinning Bobby Lashley, and you probably shouldn't pin Shelton. So yeah, like how do you do it?
I think somebody pulled out their red card and was like, ain't gonna work for me, brother.
I'm just sad by the signing because, to Marcos's point, I followed Speedball on his indie stuff, and every WrestleMania week, dude would wrestle 12 matches.
Yeah.
He was the hardest working dude in the industry.
So you know who used to do that too? And I met him in New Orleans, that Mania? Austin Theory. Austin Theory wrestled 14 different cards that WrestleMania and came in. And I remember speaking to him as I was waiting for my Uber, because, if you guys remember New Orleans, that WrestleMania time, Ubers were like horrible then. And I had like a 10-minute conversation, and I was like, hey man, like I just saw you yesterday. And I was like, what you doing? He's like, I just had my tryout match, when they had the international thing, when they were like basically asking indie wrestlers that were in town. They were like, hey, how about you do this for the love? Like, it's like, oh, what happens if I get hurt? Well, again, we do this for the love. We got some Coke in the back, and we got some cold cuts. Like, come on, get yourself a Coke and a sandwich.
Rub some dirt on it. Get back out there. Man, a lot of these guys did that, man. Ricochet was doing it, wrestling 10, 20 matches a week during Mania weeks. Ospreay was doing it. Like a lot of those guys were working that grind.
Ospreay is one of the ones that did it when he didn't have to, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Ospreay did it when he was a
bro.
king.
That was the same weekend. He literally had tape on his neck because the first night that he wrestled, he got dropped on his neck, and I remember him and I think Priest or whatever, his wife, his girl was at the time. She ended up on NXT. The girl with the black hair that she ended up getting cut the last round. That he's no longer with us. He's like completely married to somebody else. He was like, yeah, he's been like, he wakes up and it's like, well, let me check my digits. Like, okay, I feel all of them. And he's like, all right, take some Advil, gotta get it. He's like,
next
he
match.
basically said, like, I have to work every match or else me flying out here on my own does not make sense financially.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
he's like
100%.
Yeah. And that was also when Walter, aka Gunther, was out there smacking people like as hard as he could at every indie. And it was like you'll see people at their signing table with like a big mitt. And it's like that was not kayfabe.
Yo,
Like,
I'm gonna say it. And I know it's a land of the big boys on this pod for the most part, but Walter is not nearly as intimidating. Excuse me, Gunther is not nearly as intimidating as Walter was. He was more intimidating when he was big.
I get it. When
I could see that. Yeah,
his
it's much more of a fearsome sight to see this big dude doing that.
His aura when Pete Dunne was the NXT European champion, and then again, like in wrestling, and Walter at the time he was still Walter went, hey, that's a nice belt. I was like, and there it goes. And Walter proceeded to beat the crap out of him in Brooklyn. Like,
and they remember, like those matches were so when it was the bruiserweight versus Walter, like those matches were fantastic.
Oh, they're so good.
But like there was like Walter, like there was one point that was like, oh, he killed him. Like he got a cardiac arrest. You don't hit somebody that hard in the chest and not have any effects.
That's why you hit here, not here.
But still, that's like
I miss NXT UK. And it was actually I think I saw a quote. Finn Balor, he kind of like low-key like copped to it.
I saw the interview. He buried WWE.
He said, yo, yeah, they killed the UK scene. Like, absolutely. And like they did. It's the truth. I think it was on Cody's pod. He was like, man, Pete, you said Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, like all these guys, Walter, yeah, man, like JD, they all came from it. And then WWE was like, we'll take that. Like literally just up the entire scene.
I know he wasn't going to say this, but as much as we give Ospreay a pass, Ospreay stopped taking bookings in the UK. He used to do Rev Pro for New Japan, like back and forth, and that's still under the same umbrella as AEW because Mercedes still does Rev Pro. And since he's been full-time on TV, even before the injury, he's like, I'm good, fam. Like you could, like most of the UK scene now is really hard to find. Like there's people that are coming
build them up. Hey, you gotta talk about Ricky Sosa. Have you seen him?
Yes.
What's up? Bang, bang. I gotta download that theme.
But also the AEW is about to poach their Leon Slater over there. You guys saw him. He showed up at the pay-per-view, I think when they were in London last. The guy that they were like, oh, his wife is here. This is the biggest match he's ever had. I think he's the Rev Pro champion, young black kid that he.
Oh yeah,
he's kind of like the UK version of Javon.
So, question: I haven't seen any of Ricky Sosa.
Yes, Michael Oku. Yes, Sean.
Michael Oku. Rustage talks to me about him a lot. He likes him a lot. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. Ricky Sosa, can he work? Because all I see is the entrance. Like, so how's
who? Michael Oku or
no? Ricky Sosa.
He's put on a couple matches, but again, you got to think about these UK guys wrestle each other a lot. So the stuff that they could do together is something that you know is different when they meet somebody that doesn't do their style. Like there's a lot of different guys like Pete Dunne and does not get the same praise that Gunther does because he literally put on matches on every style with every single individual that he wrestled.
Yo, him and Dragunov was the match.
Yeah, but also,
yeah,
Pete Dunne can put on a match with like freaking anybody, like, and he does it. And it just, I think the Americanos is the last stop before you get that cut.
Jeez.
I hope it doesn't happen, but it's like they already did we welcome back to the gimmick that we knew you from, and then that lasted 20 minutes.
Yeah,
but it wasn't his fault because what's his name got hurt, his tag team partner. We just said his name. Pete Dunne's tag team, Tyler Bate. He got hurt. He blew out his knee in probably one of the most awkwardest ways ever. And now that he's back, they were like, "Listen, we had no plan for Pete Dunne, but now guess what? Boom, here you go under a mask, and they're gonna thrive." But come on, man, they're a random put together tag team. Unless they go to AAA. But I think
at that same time, it was what 5 years ago that we would have been saying this exact same thing about Keith Lee and Dijakovic after they put on their best of 7 series.
Oh yeah. Oh man,
talk about the fall off.
Ooh, that was classic.
What's some of the best wrestling available?
What's Dijak doing right now?
He's in MLW, isn't he?
He's MLW, I think. Yeah.
But like outside of Keith Lee, because we still don't know, but it's health related. But Dijak, we don't know what's up. Like he's the only one that is like, "Oh, I'm loose, baby," and then the internet said, "We do not care."
I think a lot of those guys, and I think WWE has kind of put the fear of God in a lot of people, where they're like, "Yeah, go be indie, do what you want to do, just don't go too far." You know what I mean? They'll tell them like, hang loose. Hang by the phone. You never know. You think
they did that to Dijak? He doesn't have a foothold in anywhere right now.
He wrote like a manifesto when he left, though, didn't he?
Did he? Like dissing them or whatever?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I thought I remember him making a long post about how he's finally free and he can go be who he was meant to be, but basically just buried all of creative.
Oh, no.
The person that I feel bad about is the Lone Wolf. This man,
Baron Corbin.
He just popped up in AEW.
Yeah, but as a dark match, normally people like him get a TV debut. Like that means they weren't signed. They were
like, let's just see.
Like the traction with him, and it's like there's so many assholes out there in the industry, and the one guy that's genuinely one of the nicest guys out there is the one guy that's they didn't like. Here's a bunch of money. Like, you know what I mean?
I have firsthand had over at least 4, if not 5 or 6 different workers in the WWE saying there's no one that they'd rather work with him because he makes them look good and nothing hurts. Everything he does, it's like landing on a pillow.
Wow.
And then if you think about it, he's responsible for this version of Braun Breaker. Because we used to have Braun Breaker that used to look at the camera like this. Like not intense. He used to look like he was just
a deer headlight.
Yeah, like, man, I'm coming to get you.
I think WWE giveth and WWE taketh away. Like they gave him a little shine, they gave him a lot of aura, and then they completely killed him. You know what I mean? Like they didn't do him any favors with booking. They made him look kind of dumb with that broke ass Corbin, bum ass Corbin gimmick.
The crowd got behind.
He killed that though.
I mean, he did what he could with it for sure.
Between him and
Madcap.
Yeah.
Like it was entertaining. And I don't know. And then like, let's just see, because it doesn't always translate to AEW.
Was that disrespectful what AEW did, or you think that's more on him?
That's on him. You got to take the deal or not take the deal. He took the deal.
No. I'm talking about
what do you mean?
AEW / tryout. Like I can't remember the last AEW on TV person.
No to it. He could have said no, put me on TV, and then he could have said no, see you later. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to remember anybody else that's gotten that treatment. Because NXT girls,
maybe he asked for it. Maybe he's like, "Yo, man, I don't know if I fit in with y'all per se, but let me just try a dark match."
That is very much. I don't know him well at all, but we've talked a couple times, and that seems like who he is. That he would say, "Yeah, let me pop in a dark match first, and then if I sign on full, we'll do a full reveal.
If I like it, you like it, we'll do a full thing."
Hold on, because we've seen this story play out again. Does he pop up at Rumble? Does he pull the Stephanie Vaquer?
Oh, he's like, "Thanks for that quick little look," and now I'm back over with my boys.
I'm viral again, and I know somebody went like this.
I'm still in shape. Now
like,
let's go.
Hey, hold on. Hey, man, do you still got those shirts back there? The Hawaiian shirts? Guess what? Bring that fedora, baby. Bring that fedora.
Yo,
I wouldn't hate it. I liked him. He's
I
a good
wouldn't
dude
hate
too.
it either. I thought they had something with him. I thought they had something with him and JBL. Like all these different times they tried stuff with him. Like I was like, come on. Like I thought it was
every
working.
time he's like right there.
He gets so close.
I think he's the person. He's the definition of a worker that you could bring back as many times, because I'm sure he doesn't cost a bunch of money, and he knows where he's at in his career.
He had money before coming to the WWE.
Oh yeah, he got NFL money.
And then I don't think you could do that with like the monster of Braun Strowman, because I think Braun Strowman feels that he's worth more money now based on this TV deal.
And I mean, Braun Strowman is
to Millie at least for him.
And Braun, for him, he's a prisoner of his body. Like his body is so different. It's almost, granted, it's not the same, but it's almost a Andre situation. He's so big and so heavy that his body can't hold it up.
So you think he requests high money because he doesn't know if one day he'll blow out his knee and that's it? I can't do anything physical.
He's given some interviews like that Hogan interview where he's talked about all the surgeries that he had and how much it takes for him to be able to get up and walk every day.
And that's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
And he's like barely 30.
Yeah, he's pretty young. And like, so yeah, I'm sure he's happy sitting down at restaurants and eating food. And also
which is dangerous for somebody as big as him, right? You can't, unless that's his normal caloric intake.
You need calories. Yeah, and he works out still.
He works out crazy.
He's burning crazy.
Because you can't do like that. Remember that talk to you on a personal tip of Man versus Food, how it looked. Those shows used to make me like, I'm like, yo, this is where we're at in society. Like this guy is obviously in
I couldn't
pain.
watch that. That was crazy. I couldn't watch that show. It's nuts. But I think, and we're talking about Braun and how like you mentioned Baron Corbin might have helped, Braun Breaker. Oh, because they were in the Dusty Classic. And so
and then they were a good tag team faction in NXT.
That was actually a fun thing. Did they not do that anymore?
No, they were the what was it, the Wolves, the Wolf Pack, or the something. I don't know.
But the point is, do they still do that? The Dusty Classic where they team up people? And
I don't think so. They haven't done it.
No, they did it. They did it this summer. I think. Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, that's how the American Made ended up winning.
Wolf Dogs, they were called.
The War Dogs. No, the War Dogs. That's why when this guy debuted, he had dogs on his jacket. First of all, was I the only one that noticed Rhea's jacket this weekend that referenced a date from 2024 where it was like, I think it said Judgment Day on it, and like, oh, she did not care.
It's an old jacket from Judgment Day days.
Yeah, like it literally had the date like mommy comeback tour Judgment Day something 2024 on it.
I mean, she went through it. It's not a lie.
I mean, yeah. I'm about to say she must have just picked up the wrong jacket.
It's like, this is still my jacket.
It's still
not
mine.
a part of Judgment Day anymore, but it's part of what got me here.
Yeah.
Am I the only one also that's noticed that? And this is something that I just noticed like 2 months ago, that she sings her lyrics every time.
Oh, she does it every time.
Yeah, every time.
And I was just like, wait, I you know how you don't pay attention usually to a certain entrance, and I was like, wait, she does this every week, and now she doesn't mess up the lyrics. Like that might be her timing of how she gets like how she's supposed to come.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. It's timing based. Like you should be walking when you say this. You should be stopping when you say this. Like I'm sure that's it. Yeah. What else is going on? What else we got?
I know we didn't really talk about the women's Royal Rumble, but it's looking to me that it's Liv. Does anybody have any different thoughts on that?
I don't know. I like Bianca coming back. So
Bianca come back would be great.
Are there going to be any surprises in terms of women showing up?
Now that you say that, surprises on both men and women, who you think is going to be the veteran surprise?
I don't think there will be.
I don't think they do veteran surprises as much
Not-
anymore.
They got enough people.
Not in Saudi.
Not a Carlito comeback. Not. I'm not saying him, but somebody of that level that hasn't been in WWE. No Dolph.
Not
somebody that contract is up secretly at another
somebody
company
in TNA. Maybe
no,
you get a
not
TNA person.
but like they come back as themselves because their TNA deal's up. And I heard Dolph is one of those guys, right?
Oh, I don't know. Is his deal's up over there?
I don't know that his deal is up. I think he has a deal that he can kind of walk away from.
Yeah, he's on a handshake deal but I also heard that he doesn't go anywhere wrestling wise without his brother. That's why he's only been doing tag team, because he wants Ryan Nemeth, who literally is on site with AEW. Like, that's how beef they are over something that he accused them in the backstage. That, I don't know that man's story, but it's like real, like one of the most documented heat that AEW has had with people, even more so than CM Punk. It's like legit, like, nah, you can't even talk about this man backstage.
Now I got to try and see what this is about, because I remember hearing something about it, but then
it's some weird backstage sexism, something that he.
I thought it was CM Punk related, or that was a whole different thing.
I don't know, but it was just like, it wasn't a straight up like wrestling thing. It was like just some personal.
Allegedly assaulted CM Punk and suing AEW, Tony Khan, CM Punk in early 2025 for blackballing him from the industry.
Yeah, it was. There you go. It was. It was a bullying thing. He said that CM Punk bullied him.
Nemeth claimed that Punk physically assaulted and threatened him in the locker room in 2023.
Like he basically threw him out of the Saturday thing. He was like, "Who the hell booked you? This is my show." Like on some that, like on some like, "What you mean, dog?" And then he didn't let it go. Like, I guess he might have caught Punk in a bad mood, like during the whole elite thing, and he was
Punk
like, "Man,
was in a bad mood the whole time he was there."
Like, get this MF out of here.
I don't think that they would. All right, what do I know? Okay, yes, you can probably kick him out the show and send him home, but like him saying that they actively tried to stop him from getting work, it's like, come on, man.
They were booking him weekly on all these off shows. Like, he wasn't like TV time. Like, he was one of the workers that it's like, you come in, give him work, and he was in a tag team at that point too. But they literally sent him home and just was like, we don't got nothing for you. And then he had a deal or something that they prevent him from doing outside work too. It was kind of like something happened where it's like American made again. It's like, we don't know what happened, but it's enough for a lawyer to pick it up and do it. And it has been like, I think somebody mistakenly asked TK about it, and he gave the "I'm being sued" response. Like, I can't legally talk about that issue, and then like moved on.
Wow.
Yeah, which they, to your point, Marcos, they were doing, because it was him and
the guy that
Pillman Jr.
Yeah, was with Leaf, not Leaf, something, the guy with the blonde hair, the one
Lexus
that I thought
King, right?
Yeah, not Lexus King. His tag team partner was the guy he was, because when Lexus King left, Brian Pillman Jr. left AEW. His tag team partner, the Varsity Blondes, that guy,
Varsity Blondes, that's what it was.
Was teamed with Nemeth because Ryan Nemeth was blonde at the time.
Right.
Griff Garrison. There you go.
Griff Garrison.
And like they were getting.
Where is he now?
He's still in
AEW.
There?
He's in AEW. Okay.
He's with
glad people still working.
He was the guy that used to come out with the paper bag. His tag team partner is the guy that used to come out with a paper bag. They'd be like, nobody cares about me anymore. That he married some.
Oh, is he in the frat club now?
Yes, he's in the frat club.
The frat boys. Yeah, okay. I think I got it.
So yeah, it's like it's the most quiet beef, because I saw this because there was some deleted post by Ryan Nemeth. He like went like full blown meltdown on Instagram about this, and
if you felt like they're stopping you from getting work, then yeah, I would feel upset about that.
Yeah, and it was like promotions that were using. It was like low key would AEW try to do to GCW, like, yo, don't book this guy, and if you book this guy, we're not sending any of our talent over. It was like somebody over there, and I doubt TK even knew about it, even though he's named. It was like somebody over there was calling all these indies where he was booked. It was like, hey, fam, not him. And they were like, what you mean? It was like, just saying, just not him. Leave it be, and that's it. And that's going to be one of the, you might see the Dark Side of the Ring episode, because it's like.
Maybe. So it looks like, I mean, Dave Meltzer says that Ryan Nemeth's lawyer was a total idiot in this case and said that it was so comedic that he had no chance of winning this lawsuit. I don't know. He said there was an agreement discussed with previous AW counsel, but Nemeth didn't complete his end of it. She left, new counsel took over and withdrew it because he waited too long to take the settlement. Nemeth says Peck offered a financial settlement worth several years of salary in exchange for signing an NDA. Nemeth asked to discuss. This is what happens with wrestlers, unfortunately, independent contractors. Somebody says, hey, yo, sign this. And then the wrestler says, well, let me just take a look at it and think about it. And then they say, never mind.
So does that show some culpability, or is that just standard business practice? Like, pay him out and sign an NDA. We don't want to deal with this ever.
Right. And he's like, well, let me just see the terms. And I'm like, you know what? You taking too long, dog. Never mind. We good. We good. And that's usually how it happens. So,
I know my separation agreement, once it was received, I had 24 hours to sign it or it was null and void.
Yeah, they don't want to give you time to be thinking about it and looking it over and getting lawyers involved. They're like, no, never mind. You took too long.
I haven't been in the private market. Is that just standard practice?
Sounds
like you know what I mean?
I mean,
or is it
Karrion Kross has the same story?
Job, so
Drizzen has the same story. Karrion Kross. So many people got the same story.
That's crazy.
So wait, Karrion Kross said he signed an NDA as part of his
no, when it was time to renegotiate.
Oh.
They gave him a valuation, like, here's what you're worth, X. And he's like, can I get some information on how you came up with that? Like, what's your formula to come up with this? And they were like, this is what you worth, 24 hours. What you think? And he's like, I just want to see a little more info. And they were like, never mind.
And then they pulled the
best
contract.
of luck, bro.
But I understand that with a contract, but an NDA if it was a frivolous lawsuit, they would have just been like, go ahead.
I think they probably thought about that too. Like, apparently it was a big offer, and he's like, oh, and that's what people start thinking, like, oh, you're about to give me a whole lot of money to shut up,
because this is gonna be
I could get more money if I go through with this. And so you start talking to counsel, and they say, yeah, you got him on the ropes, dog, and then you call them back like, yeah, hello. Hello.
You think it's because they didn't want to go in with anything outstanding with the WB deal, or you think was it actually he had some gripe in this?
I don't know. If he had gripe, like, we would be hearing about it. I hate to say it.
I
mean, the things that he says, from what we heard from that time, all seem plausible.
And I think
at the end of the day, you have to prove it in the courtroom.
Correct. And I think the people that were his witnesses, they signed the NDA because they're still there. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, fam. Like, I'm not going to be your material witness.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Now he's a guy that his career is attached to his brother. And I think that's going to eventually prevent.
Now? Bro, that's been his entire life.
No, but now, like, literally his paycheck, like, at least he had different dates. He was on the indies and stuff like that. But now I think if Nemeth ever, and we're talking about Dolph, if he ever decides to come back to WWE, which I don't think he even cares about, like, he's gone. He's not let's keep this guy, he's a good worker. It's kind of like the reason he's here is because that's the only reason we can keep Nick, aka Dolph, in TNA.
Oh, so do you feel like he's hanging on and not taking deals because he wants to bring his brother?
I 100% believe it, because, bro, he literally had one run for the title, and then after that, he's just been the Nemeth brothers.
Yeah.
Not even chasing tag
I'll
team.
come back and do whatever you ask me to. Just put my brother in NXT, and they're like, I don't know, dog.
They're like, you're asking a lot, man.
He's one of the few people that never got an NXT.
Right?
Wait, he never did an NXT run?
No, I don't think. Look him up. We have it, like, bro.
Hold on. That's crazy. Like, it seems like he would have went back there a little bit.
Like, bro.
Dolph had an NXT run, but
Dolph did.
No,
Ryan didn't.
Yeah, we're talking about all the nepotism that is in the industry. This man couldn't get like a tryout for NXT.
Nope.
Ryan was like, "Yo, brother, help me get up. Like, just get me into NXT." And Dolph's like, "Dude, I have to work NXT."
No, but like even before that, when he was on the main roster, when Dusty was there, because Ryan has been trying to make it.
Yeah, he can't go there because the lawsuit was against Punk.
Yeah, and you know, Punk, when it comes to legal, he loses friends. He don't forget about that.
Punk will give up a friend in a heartbeat.
Like he'll circle the block for that. He's like, hold on, I didn't even care if you were if you wanted to be like a trainer in the QC in the in the PC rather. Well, I drove down here special for this. Don't hire him.
Yeah, I was just looking at Ryan Nemeth's bookings. I see he's doing Australia with his brother, tag team match, of course. So yeah, I don't know,
bro. Not even GCW. I don't know what AEW did, but this man has been avoided. Like
he might actually have a case here,
bro.
Like nobody's touching this dude.
GCW, like yo, I'm talking about not even the Ma and Pa, like Kansas City show. Like who is your brother?
Kansas
coming?
City Pro Wrestling. Nope.
Like is your brother coming? No. Hello.
Dang,
doesn't Hornswoggle run a promotion in like North Dakota or something?
Bro, wow, man, my man can't get booked. Really? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't know him, you know what I'm saying? And maybe he's a great worker, but I feel like when you're a great worker,
I haven't seen him that much. Like he's not a bad worker. I've seen worse, but the fact that he can't get one match,
he might have a case.
Like
speaking of, I just saw that it's been 4 years almost to the day that Danhausen signed with WWE. I mean, with AEW.
I was like, what?
No. It made me
like,
think,
talk about being a secret mole.
It made me think, do you think he comes to WWE? Because I heard he was a Punk guy. So do you feel like he comes over?
I don't necessarily see him coming in through the Rumble, but I can see him pop up and do character work in NXT because he fits that. Yeah. NXT allows people of that thing because we
were talking about it. We couldn't figure out. Sean Ross Sapp was put up something. It was like, it's been 4 years, and he was like, this is a character. There's a kind of character that supposedly Tony Khan doesn't like. He doesn't like the comedy character type angle unless you can really wrestle, like Orange Cassidy.
Oh my God.
First of all, he never used them, and it's like, so he was like, well, why did he sign him? You know what I'm saying? Like, because he made himself hot on the internet. I think Punk pushed for him backstage. He sold a lot of merch, and they were like, let's go. And just literally never used them. He came out a couple times, cursed some people, and it was over. I think he'd be great in NXT.
Yeah, because they could use this character work and then wrestle. He can actually wrestle. You know what I mean?
Like, I would argue that he's as good a worker as Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy has just gotten a rub because everybody loved the gimmick.
And
the first couple times I saw it, I'm like, all right, this is entertaining. But how that gimmick is still continuing, I don't understand.
And also let's be honest. Orange Cassidy is a handsome dude and he's well liked everywhere.
Yes.
Like that's the reason why people don't understand Danhausen's gimmick. Like they don't understand it. Like if somebody shows you a clip of Orange Cassidy in the Indies and one of Danhausen, 8 out of 10 people will be like, I really like this Orange Cassidy, compared to Danhausen, where they're like, what is he doing? What? Like, you know,
I've never seen Danhausen wrestle, to be honest. I've just seen him curse people. You think he can wrestle as well as Orange Cassidy?
I think when they were initially together, yes. I think Orange Cassidy is better now because he's had way more ring time.
Yeah.
Because they started their gimmick together. I think, and to answer your question, I think Danhausen got signed because of Pro Wrestling Tees. Pro Wrestling Tees has to report what I assume the top 10 list of the top sellers. And this is this guy that was not signed by anybody, going 1 and 2 over AEW merch. And they're like, who the hell is this guy? And how can we slap our logo on his merch?
Yeah, and his ROH work, to Millennium's point, was fantastic. Like he had good feuds.
He was going over, he was going viral every week. Like it was like a real big moment for him for sure. I do remember
that.
And
I feel like
he was on
truth.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, I feel like you have some truth to what you said. Like I'm almost certain that Punk pushed for him to be on TV when he was there, and then TK was like, "Nah, we're not doing this, fam." like you know what I mean? Like, just give him nope. Like, you know what we said? We're gonna give you who's the dude that Jericho loves? We're gonna give you Sammy Guevara 9 times this week. So that's all we can do.
Better make something of that.
Like, oh, you want Danhausen? We got Sammy Guevara. We could have him do a face paint. He was injured the last year.
Yeah,
he had a pretty big injury.
It was a bad injury. Yeah.
But he also, the only reason that you could also say that the reason he got injured is because he had to book indie dates to stay relevant, or else he would have been home and not been anybody.
Well, on top of that, he was on some like not getting booked or not wanting to be booked or too hurt to be booked, but also booking weekend convention dates. And so, I mean, granted, TK was okay with that, but like, it's like, come on, man, are you here? Are you with us or nah? Like, you know,
bro, he pulled up to the house 15 minutes away from me to a toy convention, and he was on the billboard like, meet Danhausen for Maryland's Toy Expo 2025.
Why does the billboard talk like Danhausen?
I don't know. It's the funniest thing.
That's good. That's good. I was trying to look up the top sellers on Pro Wrestling Tees.
I don't think they list them anymore.
But they don't do a top list, but they just have a page of top sellers. And honestly, you could probably guess what the #1 AEW shirt is, but I actually had to scroll way down because it's mostly New Japan right now. And Bullet Club. But it is, take a guess of the singles wrestler and the tag team wrestler that are top on Pro Wrestling Tees right now.
Is Swerve or Ospreay?
I say Swerve.
And Hurt Syndicate.
No, actually.
Mercedes?
It is. This is ProWrestlingTees.com. So this is also this is AEW. This is also New Japan and also Indies. Okay. So not just the AEW store. But the top tag team is the Young Bucks.
Still
not a surprise.
A new Young Bucks Parties Back Comfort Colors tee. And the next after that, I didn't know he could still sell stuff here, but it is Matt Cardona. His new tee, I'm over, but on the back it says time because I'm over my time.
No, I think when you sign a deal, I think they give you the time that you get to wrap up your indie dates. Also includes merch, so he could be like he could easily lie to WWE and be like, "Hey, man, this store has all my merch, even though it's print on demand," and they'd be like, "I need 3 months to get rid of it," and then he'll just sell these shirts directly to his pocket.
Also, there's a great Kenny Omega Valentine shirt. I just put the link in there.
Okay.
With him holding a cat. To me, you are perfect.
That's crazy. Who's the top seller? Who's the #1 on the list? Because you said New Japan, and I'm intrigued. Who?
Well, it's Tanahashi because of the retirement.
First of all, I think his haircut looks good.
Yo, he looks.
I think he should have wrestled with that, like his last year.
A car salesman or something. But this new Hayabusa shirt is kind of fire too, though. That's a new top seller.
So nobody's bootlegging his stuff anymore? Because there was a weird thing with his rights, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Like his family didn't have it. I think FMW Pro owned it. So
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah. It was like it's like if it's like God forbid, it's like if any of a famous luchador now passes, and then it's kind of like it's this person, but technically he's signed to WWE or AEW, whatever. So we technically own the gimmick. So you can't sell his shirt for his family. Sorry.
Wow. So they're doing a Valentine's series. Oh, these are good. There's a Hook. There's a Babes of Wrath. They're all pink with like handwritten cursive messages. Kyle Fletcher. He already wears pink, so that kind of works. Timeless Love Bombs. Oh, that's a good one too. And Kenny Omega. So he's got a Valentine's series going on right now. So those are the top sellers. Outside of that, it's Willow Nightingale.
I can see that. She's hot like fish grease, dog.
She's killing it right now with the one that's in the kind of like death metal font. I like that shirt too. All right.
So, okay. Everybody's saying that Bailey's gone.
What?
At some point this year.
No, Pam, no.
Do you think there's truth to that? Or
it's time.
Does she? What is her name? Does anybody know her name from when she was in the Indies? So many years ago.
No.
Is that Bailey?
Yeah.
The internet knows.
Someone.
Too bad we don't have.
I know her last name's Martinez.
Her real name is Pam Martinez.
Yeah, I was about to say her name.
I don't know her shoot name or wrestling name.
Does she overtake Mercedes as the top draw in AEW if she does go there?
Davina Rose as Apache Prime.
Y'all think she done?
I think you print money if she has an AEW run where she comes in and fights Mercedes and then they tag team and then they 2-woman power trip the whole company for a long time. I think that's printing money. I think that's like main event and pay-per-view.
Am I wrong to feel like you said, maybe it's time? Because
it's been time, yo. They don't have anything for her. Like it's kind of sad. Like
they're too stacked. It's the opposite of the men's thing where they're like they kind of like need to cycle people in because the men are dropping like flies. It's like they're getting hurt weekly.
Yeah. And like that's what makes me so mad about watching Unreal. I don't know if y'all watched the whole thing. You don't even need to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
The second one's the best one, the R-Truth and Naomi one.
Yep.
But the third one I just started too, and they're on this like Chelsea Green thing, like she's over, but like she can't be up there with like Charlotte and like she can't beat any of these people. Like, why not? Like, why not? I hate that. Like they're just like putting themselves into a box with booking because she's like a comedy act and because she just gets people over. Like why can't she beat freaking Charlotte? Like
she's arguably the reason why I think Matt Cardona is WWE.
Oh no, for sure.
Like she is great,
right?
And I think this year is gonna be her year. Like where she
her
gets
year
even
for what?
better.
To get a mid-card title and then lose it again to put somebody else over. Like
I just think she's a great character.
They wrote her ceiling. They knew her ceiling the moment they signed her. Then they cut her and brought her back again. Be like, we need you as enhancement. So they have no plans for her. What's that?
She could be on the top. Like it's not. It don't sound bad for booking if she was up there with the Charlotte Flairs, the Biancas.
No, to me, when you're hot, you're hot. Like she was over, but because she's kind of a comedy act, they look at her like she's a comedy act, which is
but she ain't a what's that dude's name? Shit, I can't remember his name. Never mind. Not R-Truth. No, because look, to me, R-Truth could have won the belt.
Agreed.
R-Truth could have won the belt.
He could have.
I would have been cool with that.
They did the same thing with the R-Truth story. They're just like, we don't know what to do. He wants to cut his hair. Well, what's that gonna do? We don't get it. And it's like these guys sound clueless. I was like,
he sounds like a white man that's never. He was like, I got a haircut. Nobody cared.
Right. I get a haircut every week. What's the big deal?
R-Truth been holding on to them locks and everything else. That was a good moment to bring out the Ron Killings character. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they did it for a week. And
perfect.
Same thing. It's like I feel so bad.
Hey,
I kind of was mad at Road Dogg at first. I was like, Road Dogg, you stupid idiot. And then I was like, dang, like he actually cares. And because he cared so much, he couldn't pitch anything because they were going to look at it like you're being biased. Yeah. So therefore he had to fall back. And when he fell back, they had nothing. And I'm like,
you know what's crazy? I do think I see R-Truth whenever the deal expires sometime in the fall that he can opt out on both ends. I think he goes.
So
I think
he only signed a 1-year deal. Is that what that happened?
No, he signed a 3-year deal with a one year opt out on both sides that he could leave. I think this whole deal was a renegotiation. I think it was a renegotiation so he could keep his rights, which is the biggest win ever. He's gonna keep his gimmick, leaving the WWE.
Oh yeah, that's great. But like, what will he want to do?
Go
He's
where though?
He's 50. Like, what else you want to do?
T-shirt sales, dog.
I mean,
His
look,
music,
he said
whatever
he
he
got-
wants. It's not formally known as. It's like, nah, dog. This is our truth.
Yeah, no, that's very valuable.
Yeah,
That's very valuable.
If that's true, which I can absolutely see that being true for him, I highly doubt that he'll be able to sell T-shirts.
You don't think so?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
his
he'll
name.
be able to sell our true T-shirts. Those will still be on the WWE shop. He'll be
Yeah.
able to
Everything
like put his album under Ron R Truth Killings.
Yeah, no, that's probably true.
I don't know.
And then what?
I
yeah,
think-
like I don't see that really.
He had for the first time ever. I think WWE overplayed their hand, and I think he had the position of negotiating power there.
He did.
That's just me.
And they kind of made it look like he was being stupid. Like, oh, he wasn't fired. He just got released, or he just wasn't being renewed.
And I
That's
don't
the
think the
same thing.
WWE. I think for him is a big thing to hold your name. I think the WWE have, as they shown in the past, they stopped caring about you if you're at a certain age or if you're not a Hall of Famer, quote unquote, in their mind. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, they want to hold them copyrights forever.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you
man. I
that
don't
they want to
know.
hold that.
I
They
don't
want to.
know.
They want to own you.
He could have just
So-
as well has been a Hall of Famer or like one of the top guys when he came into the company. Like,
I'd argue he is a Hall of Famer. I mean,
I don't know for sure. For sure.
Absolutely.
If not to everybody, to us, goddamn. But
Yeah.
But I think when they induct him, he's not going to be a headlining class. I still don't understand why Triple H is on the cover of this.
bro, that's what I'm trying to understand.
Like, is this an
I don't
anniversary
get
of
it.
anything? Like, yo,
don't
this is
get
the
It's
and
best
like
for
even
business.
he looks confused in his own commercial with Paul Heyman. He's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, that's the game. You
Is
know,
he gonna die?
backstage, he was like,
is something? Do we
so-
not know something about him?
he's like,
is Triple H-
so we could put Braun Breaker there, but you know,
He don't want his cover to be better than his.
no
That's
championships.
Like
so
that, like that
right.
New Day song.
and
think-
it's
I
like
think
what
you should
era
have
is
about,
this?
it should be someone with approximately 14 title runs. What do you think? No, me?
Okay,
you said it.
are we-
You said it. So
Are
yeah.
we thinking? Are we thinking that the creator the creative director right now, Paul Levesque, pitched himself, or was it they were like, listen, we have no ideas, dog, and the Hogan edition is gonna go over like a wet fart.
Wet fart. So yeah, we got to do something else. Well, who's the champion they love? Well, I don't know.
So you think he booked? I think in terms of rights that they still retain, he's the only big name that they still have under contract that they could use as
Well,
license.
that's the thing. You notice these games, like they try to do these story modes, and they're gonna have to change so much history because they can't show Vince McMahon. Like the Attitude Era is Austin and McMahon. It would have
Right.
been them two front and center, but you can't do that. Mick
I
Foley
think-
doesn't want any part of it. He can't
Yeah,
use
and
him.
they don't have his likeness no more. I don't think they own.
Which is crazy.
I don't think they own the
They
Rock's
have
likeness.
Mix right now. His Legends contract doesn't expire until July of 2026.
But
So I think just out
honestly
of
think-
respect, they were like, "All right, fine. You don't want to be a part of it. Take you out."
no,
He might still be in the game, but maybe they didn't want to. Put him on
like
the
I
cover.
think they might have gone with the Rock, but then the Rock was like, "Hey, brother, you can have Dwayne Johnson, but the Rock is going to cost you a little bit of money, brother." And then we're
I
like,
think-
"Bro,
Hilarious.
No, if Triple H is in the meeting and it's between The Rock and Triple H, he's like, let's go with me because I won't be as much trouble to lock down. I'm already here.
no." Do you think that they? I think Triple H is under like a 360 deal. Like I think he's not making any bread off of this. I think
Probably
they were
not,
like,
but they're also not paying anybody. They don't have to pay anybody else.
Yeah, they don't pay.
I think if they put the
This is a
Rock on
company
there, they
move.
would have to pay the Rock. And I
No.
think they would have to pay
No.
Stone
he
Cold.
has a
too.
Legends contract.
I think so.
He's under, any of his likenesses can be used by them. Yeah.
That's why they lock people into their names.
But it's like, think
Exactly
about
what we're
who's
talking
left.
about with our truth.
Yeah.
And
they
I think
wanna
I don't
lock him in.
I don't
You
think
could have put
Randy's the
Undertaker, or
one-
did they already do Undertaker?
They already
They
did
did
Undertaker.
Undertaker, and I think they're saving Randy's stuff and
But
when
Tri-
he
but Triple H
retires.
has had a cover too, though. If that's the case,
No, he has not.
yes,
He
but
hasn't had a
not
cover
like
since he
this.
was an active
Not
wrestler.
not a special edition as a non-wrestler. Yeah.
it's not a special edition. It's just he's the cover.
No, he's not the
He's not the
cover, right?
deluxe.
no,
yeah,
no.
he's not the
Special
deluxe.
edition.
I thought
I think CM Punk is
cover.
back on the game. I think CM Punk is the cover guy.
Yeah,
he's a special King of Kings edition.
Yeah, he's the one that you get everything.
It's the semi-racist version, not the full-blown racist version.
So dumb.
Well, no, it's got that in there too.
Yeah. Right. It should have used his version in blackface. But why? My question is, have you seen this? trying to get that off smoothly. But
like gun transition.
Have you seen this tweet that somebody found an old Raw of Shawn Michaels roasting Triple H? It was wild. It was the same episode that he did the blackface, ironically. Shawn was like a heel commissioner at the time. And he comes out with The Rock, and The Rock's like, "You want a shot at the champ?" And he's like, No, that guy, he's mid-card for life. He's never actually had a championship. He only stands next to guys who are champions. He like totally roasted him. I was like, this is great. I'm so glad that so much of this footage lasts forever.
I mean,
and he's standing there with the stupid painted on fake eyebrow of him trying to do The Rock, like looking back, like you look so dumb, dog.
Wait, so how y'all feel about China being on this Attitude Era edition?
I like it.
Did they cut her? Did they finally cut her check? Does that mean we get closer to her Hall of Fame induction?
Yeah,
that's all I want. Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be it?
I'm here to see it. Do
you think it's this year?
This has to be.
It's definitely not going to be next year.
It's not going to be next year. It can't be next year.
No women are going to be inducted next year for obvious reasons.
Hey, like, we just couldn't find any women. I don't know. I asked everybody. Nobody could make the flight. I just, had to be all men.
Passport
issues.
All men, and all their costumes are changed to. They're all wearing shorts and pants. I mean,
who
shirts and pants and everything.
China?
That's a slam dunk. We know him. He's a friend of the pod, bro. X-Pac 1,000% dunk. He come on.
I
he
had
the relationship with the E.
Listen, I was like, where are we going?
I was like, it's Triple H.
No,
it's not the ex-boyfriend.
No,
the ex-boyfriend.
That will bring so much backlash.
He's like, I got to keep the peace in the house. I can't do the induction.
No, because it's well documented that X-Pac was her ride or die for the last decade of her life. So whether it's good or bad, he was the last person probably that spoke to her.
In the business, probably. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. I would never ask that man that. Like, he's already gone to so much, and he's a great conversationalist.
Oh, Stephanie's getting in this year. Oh, so it's definitely ain't China this year.
Oh yeah, I thought I already said that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, so yeah,
I might have been muted. I was coughing.
Two years down the road, we'll get to China.
2 more years.
Yeah. But at least they're at the point where they're putting her on covers.
Yeah, we'll go back to New Orleans finally.
We'll go back to New Orleans.
First of all, Stephanie being inducted, that's huge. You know why? Because she literally she literally cut off all ties with the WWE. Like, there was a point that not even the man of multiple H's could get her to come to a show because she literally fell for the corporate flim flam when they were like, "Yo, your dad is out," and then your dad did her dad did like who's the dude from The Simpsons, Barney, when he did the Uno reverse, when he went to get thrown out and he ended up behind Mo.
Yeah,
that's what Vince did. Like,
get
out of here, and then he's like, it's like right
she's like, "Oh, my dad's going. I'll come back." Surprise.
Yo,
and then she's like, "All right, I'm out again."
Yo,
so
all jokes aside, I'm almost 100% because notice, and this is something that could be researched. Anytime she's the only one that they haven't had in the chair since anything has happened to talk about her dad, like, at all.
What I mean? She hates Vince, absolutely. So I have no doubt she hates that dude. And how about Stephanie getting in and not Shane?
Well, I think that was probably part of Vincent's deal to sell WWE. Never him. Never him.
He's like, just don't let him back in. Whatever you do, don't let him back in.
Well, that's like in the McMahon documentary where Shane's like, and then I finally felt a pat on the back from my dad, and it's Shane's son patting him.
Yeah, it wasn't even. Like he's like, he was patting me on the back, and he's like, "Nah, I was just swatting a mosquito."
I ain't mean to bump into you.
I didn't mean to brush up against you like that, son.
Yo, so that is, this man had grown men calling him dad, like John Cena, everybody, him hugging, and it's like he's like a son to me, and then his son, the entire time, like, I'm right here,
he's like, man, you're the
if I had a son,
you're closest to a son I ever had, John Cena. And Shane's like, wait, I'm right here.
But what do you think happened? Do you think? I feel like we're not, and I don't think we're ever gonna get the other side of it. I think Shane might have been the stereotypical.
No, we're not getting the other side of that. That is what rich families go through, where it's like,
I think Shane was a stereotypical like 80s son that it was like, all right, old man, it's time for you to step aside. And then he did that way too prematurely, and Vince never forgot about it. It was
didn't Vince do that to his dad?
But I mean, even more so.
More so. He literally basically cut his dad's throat. You know what I'm saying?
His dad was old and had a debilitating disease. But it's like Vince was like 55 and Shane was like, old man.
I don't know.
It's like they said, like you're number one in ratings.
Like who was it? It was freaking Paul Heyman who said it. He was like, yo, he's like, you have to kill me. Like to get this off, you gotta kill me. And
like,
he was like,
this man,
and you don't got the guts to do it.
Home and like number one, I'm not defending Vince at all, but Shane went into his home and was like measuring like where the furniture was at, while Vince was arguably number one in wrestling, and he was like, all right, dog, I need a job.
Is that what happened? Is that how it happened? Shane moved too early to try to push Vince out,
bro.
This sounds like Succession. Y'all gotta watch Succession.
Somebody said that as a weird real life joke, that's why Vince wrote Shane McMahon buying WCW from under him, because he thought it would be funny to make Shane relive on TV his unsuccessful takeover at WWE years earlier. Because apparently when Vince was like, when he started like it was
the first allegations came out.
Yeah, it was the hearsay that arguably around that time when the Attitude Era was ending and they were moving to the Invasion Era, Vince had whispers that he might be stepping away. And then like Shane tried to turn these rumors into reality, and then it kind of galvanized Vince to the point that he's like, you know what? I ain't never leaving, dog. And then on top of that, apparently the person that was caught in the middle, the person that was caught in the middle was Steph, and that's when all the relationships soured like even worse. And then Vince became like to the point that I think Pritchard was the closest person to Vince at that point.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, can I talk to my dad? And then Pritchard's like, he's not seeing nobody. So he's like, yo, he's my dad. He's like I said.
Yeah, they would stop Shane at the door and be like, no, you can't talk to him.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I don't know if it's a macho thing, but like it was like it's like if a buddy at like 19 tries to be all stick his chest out on you, you never forget that like for the rest of your life. It's like, nah, son, it's like, we fist fighting.
No, that's true. He bucked up one time at the wrong time, and I'll never forget it. Well, that's sad. So, but yeah, China getting on the cover, I think, is a good sign to the future. Hopefully, like maybe we'll get there. But to me, I look at that cover and I was like, this isn't what I see when I think Attitude Era. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
the Attitude Era edition one.
Yeah, like the Attitude cover is like, to me, I think Stone Cold and McMahon. Of course, you can't do that. Okay. Mick Foley, DX, or at least the different. That's like the end of DX.
Has been
like
done.
It's been done, but like the Triple H, New Age Outlaws, X-Pac DX. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the Attitude Era DX. Who else?
Wait, no, the Attitude Era DX was Michaels and
it was the beginning of it, yeah, for sure. And then Shawn went out like a year later, and then they just kept going with it. But yeah, no, that's fair. DX. Who else do I think of? Al Snow. You know what I'm saying? The the corporation.
Who do you think?
You know what I'm saying?
Because they always come in with a DLC that was unexpected. They're like, oh, they got the licensing back for him. Who do you think that's going to be outside of China?
Big Boss Man.
an ECW download pack that's like
they've done everybody. Like there's nobody left. Like,
well,
unless
Sabu,
you go deep, you can go deep in ECW. That's true. Maybe they go deep in WCW too.
Maybe
like
because I don't think Shane Douglas was ever, because he like that was another person that low key had a Bret Hart relationship with them.
Oh yeah, he had beef.
Old
like
Dean
so
Douglas.
They may not ever let that happen because yeah, he had beef.
ECW Shane Douglas. That's one thing that's never been, I believe, in WWE games.
True, because they've never been on good terms.
Right.
But I don't know if I don't even know if he can't say anything about it probably, but that would be interesting to bring him in.
Yeah, like just give him.
Yeah. There's some.
I think this is the year that we get Brock back, right? That has to be
probably.
I think we getting AJ Lee in the Rumble.
100%.
Oh yeah.
That's 100%
for sure. I think now it used to be to a point where they didn't have enough women, so they had to go raid the legends. But now we got too many women, so I think we get plenty of them. I just hope Bailey shows up. They might be like, "Hey Bailey, don't you want a night off?" Like, I feel like
I don't want to see Bailey go nowhere because I like Bailey. Bailey cool.
I don't want her to leave.
It goes back to like you don't like change. We don't like change.
I just want her to do something. Like, man, put a plan in for her. And like, who was it? Coach said that. And Johnson Coach,
Bailey's on Raw or SmackDown.
She's on Raw.
Raw. She's teaming with Lyra.
Look,
and they gave
move her to SmackDown
over. Or get this trade popping, man.
When is draft day? When is draft day?
I'm talking about an AEW trade.
Foil for Jade right now.
Get her out of here and bring in Britt Baker. Why not? Like, let's just do it. Like,
how you go?
I feel like we would be giving too much. Like,
hey, I don't want Britt, and I'm cool with it.
Like you give, like
they
you
don't have no
Britt.
plans for her. She just sitting around and catering.
Just keep Britt. Like, I don't think she's a great worker, dog. I'd rather
you don't need work. You need her on the mic. That's it. You just need somebody that people will have
Britt's in a contract anymore.
Yeah, Britt could be an easy take. We don't even need to do a trade. She's probably already on the way. Who knows?
Look, offer her enough money, she'll come.
Now, if it was going to be a trade, Tony Storm, I would be like, give me Tony Storm.
I think Tony
Storm back.
I think TK. I think TK will give us the entire Don Callis family to keep her.
Tony Storm is an EO or Rhea. That's the only fair trade.
No,
Tony Storm is top of the top for them.
Yeah, that's like like Tony Storm to TK is Bianca Belair during her run.
Yeah,
give her about 4 women and some draft picks, and we can get started.
I don't think. And then you don't know where Tony Storm is at, because the last time she had issues with WWE, she was going through some personal issues, and as far as I know, I think her divorce is happening now. And Tony,
I don't know.
Come on, Britt.
Britt's out of contract. She's just chilling.
I thought she was gone.
I don't know what's up with Britt.
No, but I think like Britt could just go home, dog. She has a 6-figure career, like outside of wrestling. Like,
yeah, maybe she's done.
She gets all weekends off. Like,
that's true.
Like, what was it? Who was it? I saw some documentary or something on. Oh no. So I was watching basically the dark side of like entertainment, and Karen, the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah.
She said her contract was up, and she made the deal. She made the mistake of having her agent try to renegotiate, and they just off rip said, "Nah, we good." And then she said her last episode was airing, and she was already a substitute teacher. So imagine your substitute teacher is on the hottest show that you're watching at home, and you're like, "What are you doing here?" And wherever she's from, like, subbing social studies.
To be real, she didn't need the bread though, because wasn't she Luke Cagne's wife?
No, I'm not talking about Trini. I'm talking about Karen, the African Yellow Ranger.
Okay, the Black Yellow Ranger. Okay.
So there was 2 of them. The one that
original. Are we talking about Mighty Morphin? Or are we talking about the other?
Mighty Morphin. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the first run because remember they cycled through
Yeah.
2 Black Rangers. She was the third one. She
She was the second Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, the one that like they made her do the heavy African accent for no reason. It's like, come on, dog.
Well, alert. Just added to AEW Dynamite tomorrow night. It's a big one. Jon Moxley versus Ace Austin.
I don't believe this is going to be your big match announcement.
Continental Championship Eliminator match. I like these Eliminator matches though. But like Ace Austin just came in. So that should be a cool one to watch.
He just came in.
Has it been a year?
Yes.
Gee, lit.
But to rewind real quick, Marcos, you said Toni Storm's getting divorced. Isn't she still with Juice Robinson?
I don't know if that's true. Actually, I would hate to put out information like that.
I mean that's a rumor. I don't know anything about these people's lives. You know, that's just what the nasty part of the internet always says. But she is a great worker.
It's all neckbeards hoping she's getting divorced. So
she's a great worker. But I think she's one of the few people that is, if anything, I think on the AEW roster, she's probably the happiest out of all because she has been peaking, and it seems like the creative control of the little bit that she has gone a bunch. She's like the only person that they consistently book very good. Mm-hmm. And it's just been unfortunate that the people that she's elevated with her have jumped ship.
So how do you feel about, and I think she's absolutely like a self-made super duper star. You know what I'm saying? You talk about best acquisitions. Her and Swerve are probably, to me, the top acquisitions.
Like on paper, when they first jumped over, they didn't seem like it. They were like, but it just somebody changed it. But now they're arguably top 10 in the industry right now. I think she's a little bit higher up than Swerve because I think Swerve's ceiling has not been reached, but I think she broke through her ceiling and is like now on a different pantheon. I think she's bigger than Mercedes in AEW for the value that she brings. Versus like Mercedes is living up to the deal, to the bread that they had to put out for her. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know, she's the we gave up 4 draft picks.
The bread was for the eyes. Yeah, the bread was for to get the eyes on the product. But Toni Storm probably is like a steal in that regard, where when it was time to renegotiate, through the roof.
I mean, he has to pay her. That'll be I tend to believe that his side of the Khan family, they're not dumb business people. I think he has to know the value that she's worth. And if he doesn't offer her money before her deal is up, that'll be the dumbest shit that he's ever does. Because other companies will overpay, aka WWE will overpay for her.
Will they now? I mean, now that she's hot, they probably would.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
They dropped the ball on her back in the day.
Yeah, and they know that for sure. But then again, she was a different worker. I don't think she knew what she was when she left WWE.
But they didn't give her
time. Think she was just unhappy where she was at.
You know, some people need time. Some people need direction. Some people need people just to back off and let them be themselves a little bit. Like, you got to figure out, like with Toni, you had to let her cook. Like, because she's cooking right now.
Like the impending arrival of Hobbs, I think Hobbs is the person that will benefit of a plan and structure versus him just like, hey, just go out there and wrestle as good as you can, brother. Which is what I felt like he was doing in AEW, and then it's like, oh, what are you doing next week? It's like, nope, you guys won the trios match, and you guys are just gonna come out with them weekly, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's sad. I feel like he definitely hit a ceiling quickly over there, where it's like you become clear on like, oh, I know where this is, I know where I'm going, I know where I'm not going.
If you're
so you move forward.
Wardlow, are you looking at Hobbs and going like that should have been me 2 years ago?
Yeah, if Wardlow was healthy, he would have done the same thing. He'd have
like fish grease. This man, bro. I never they booked him right. He did the face turn and everything, and I don't know what happened. I can't remember if it was injury. I can't remember if
I think he got injured right after the turn. I think that's what it was. Like, he was so hot
right after he power bombed.
Well, they rushed through it because there was that MJF situation, I think.
MJF when they power bombed MJF like 30 times in the ring.
Right. And
which
then
was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It was a little ridiculous. And then that was like, oh, MJF's about to maybe jump ship, and it became this weird thing.
Was that the dumbest kayfabe thing? Like, I haven't seen something like that since the 90s. Like,
yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. But they were leading to it, so you kind of knew it was going to happen. But he got hurt kind of while the next move was going, so I don't really know. He could have probably been a world champ by now, but I don't know. I thought Miro would have been a world champ. Like, I don't know what's going on over
but Miro, like, that's another thing, that he wasn't as a hotly contested topic. Like I know at some point he was hurt, but then most of it was like, I don't know what to do.
He didn't want to do jobs. No, he didn't want to do jobs. Oof. I think that's what it was. Anytime he disagreed with creative, they were like, well, stay home. And he said, okay. And he stayed home.
But that's like you being a co-star on a TV show, and then like, yo, we're gonna have you doing the side plot. He's like, nah, main plot only, baby. And they're like, okay, I guess we're not using you on this week's episode. It's like,
that's exactly what it is.
But like, you as an entertainer, they're like,
but then you go, and I still get my $1 million a week. Yep.
But right, okay. As an entertainer, Ran. Yeah. I know that's knowing your worth, but are you shooting yourself in the foot at that same time, or is it just you just having patience?
Maybe, but it's how much you want to protect your character, and I think that's what a lot of people are thinking about. They're like, "Yo, I'm gonna have your character go out there and do something really stupid," and you're like, I don't think I want to do that. And if they give you the freedom to not do it and you still get paid, then you're like, all right, well, I'm not gonna do it.
But do you think? You think the booking in AEW was that bad?
You get that hard to work with stigma that happens to a lot of people, and it could lead to some lack of work later. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the ideas that was given to him were that bad, or do you think a lot of that has to be with Miro thinking that he should be punching a lot higher weight class?
I think he thought he was hotness, and maybe because of the crowd, the chants, the fanfare that he got in WWE, I thought they could have pushed him straight to the top. Like I thought that he probably thought that too. Like it would have been very believable. I don't know who was champ when he first came over there, but they had him go undefeated for a while. He got the TNT title. I felt like the next step was going up to the world title, and he probably thought that too. And then they were like, yeah, so Orange Cassidy's gonna like beat you real quick, and then like Jungle Boy is gonna beat you next week, and then like we were thinking, I don't know, Chuck Taylor will just like beat you.
Like he just semi-retired, but we're gonna bring him back from one match on one foot.
And then he's like, wait, what? And he said no a couple times, and they were like, maybe you should just stay home.
Who is a cautionary tale? Number one, these guys are millionaires and making hella bread. Do you think their belief in themselves or saying no to multiple things is a tarnish on their legacy, like Andrade or Miro? Because I felt like both guys, I think Miro's going to go back to AEW at some point again.
He's gonna keep moving. He is in AEW, right? He's Don Callis' family.
Not Miro. I'm talking about.
I thought you said Andrade.
I said both of them. I feel like.
Oh, you think Miro's going back?
I think, bro. I think it's like the wrestling world would collapse if they're in the same promotion for more than. Like if they end up, if they're gonna walk into the back end, if they see each other, it's like, nah, dog, I'm going home.
Right? They can't both be there at the same time. They're like, nah, I'm leaving.
It creates the wrestling black hole.
I could see them going back and forth a little bit more. I don't know. I read something about Miro or Rusev's booking. They were like trying to keep him as a, you know, they say attraction. So they're saying like attraction. And I'm like, yo, you're not an attraction when you don't even wrestle. And when you do, it's mid-card stuff. Like that's not an attraction. Like Omos, they're trying to say like when they show up, it should be a big deal. And I'm like, I don't know if I buy that.
Yeah, I definitely don't put Miro in the Omos category.
I don't know, man. I just like, man, 8 years ago, you guys remember, Ran, you remember, you've been rocking with me for a minute. I was a huge Andrade fan, man. I was like, yes.
You're not still?
I don't know what to think anymore. I think like anytime I like him in any promotion, he leaves. I think I am the reason. I think once I'm like, yo, I'm really rocking with him, he's like, nope, I'm done.
And I'm done.
His return at Mania when he ran in, I was like, this man looks phenomenal. Like, and
at the Rumble you talking about, or when he came back?
At the Rumble,
yeah,
because he had just returned. Then he came into the Rumble.
Like, he looked like he had some direction in WWE.
He looked like $1 million. Like he looked fantastic.
Yeah,
but then I'm starting to think if we find out later on that he has bipolar or something, because it's like, yo, it's like they're like, yo, we're booking you, you're on TV weekly, and then all of a sudden he goes on Twitter, he's like, I'm not happy here, or like he'll be like free Andrade, and then it's like, dog, what the hell?
Has anybody ever interviewed with him? Like, I just need to understand what's going on.
No,
but
he's
what?
Heavy kayfabe. He's heavy kayfabe in Mexico.
Yeah, it could be like some bipolar stuff, like where he just gets up and be like, I'm not feeling it. And then they don't do it.
Because it's like, he does good. And then
like he looks great. He comes out, he wins, he looks great. He gets a great response every time. It's never like a boo. It's never like we don't care who's this guy. He gets great responses, and it's not enough for him. And so that starts to make, and there might really be something to it. But unfortunately, it makes people think like, oh, he's not satisfied because he's not in the main event. You know what I mean? That's what people start thinking, like, oh, you wanted to be the guy. And you thought it was going to come real fast and easy.
Apache, he does speak decent English, like a lot better. 5-6 years ago, no, but because that's why they gave him a mouthpiece. But he does speak English very well. But the thing, man, it's like, yo, you had it. WWE, they just got AAA. I have no doubt in my mind that he would have been in Dom's spot if he was available for AAA.
Dom spot though.
Like, I think Dom was always supposed to win that belt, but I think he would have dropped it to a face Andrade, and then he would have been working Raws. But Andrade left, or maybe Andrade expected that position. I don't know. I'm just
he could have came in with a promise. We don't even know. But like him and Phoenix were a really fun tag team. We're just talking about that. I thought they were going to get a run. I really thought they were about to get a run.
Like, remember when I said, I was like, yo, I'm finally happy that Andrade looks happy and he's with his Kanat because they're actually homies. And then he was probably like, yo, this is the happiest ever been, Phoenix. And Phoenix like, yeah, orale. And then when he got home, he just like text creative, like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Right? I ain't trying to be around these dudes. Get me out of here. You're like, wait, what? I thought you were good.
Yo, you came in with sketches for gear. Like, this is what we need to wear as a tag team. And then as soon as Phoenix left the room, he's like, dog, I can't with this guy. Like, get him. like, what is my world title shot? And they're like, what? What are you talking about, fam?
All right. We're over 3 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and be the one to pull the trigger and say,
go ahead.
What's the predictions? Who's winning men's and women's coming up?
Liv and Roman.
Bianca.
All right, we got Liv and Roman.
I'll take Bianca and Roman.
Bianca Roman.
Yeah.
I think Liv and Braun.
Braun?
He doesn't need it.
Braun. He's going to cheat his way into it.
Listen,
they're going to be like, "Oh, the lawyer says he found you hit him."
I know. You ain't talking about folks that don't need stuff. And we had a whole discussion about
look here. Who's the last two Royal Rumble winners?
Cody.
First of all,
Cody and Cody. Did he need them?
No,
Cody and Jay.
How much it was Jay Uso.
Cody and Jay.
Oh, Cody and Jay. Cody and Jay. Sorry.
Well, I mean, before that, it was Cody and Cody. But yeah,
right.
Jay needed it.
Yes, he did.
Jay needed it.
Apache said it's going to be Sammy.
Which is where I'm going out on a limb.
So Sammy gonna
why
lose.
is Sammy gonna like?
Sammy gonna lose
another chance
and then inject himself into the Rumble.
No, and I'm going to go out on a limb for that reason, but I'm going to say Finn.
Okay,
Finn.
So because Finn finds his way in too. He beats somebody up. He beats up Tozawa.
Crazy
because they told him he doesn't have a spot.
Finn and Liv.
So Judgment Day.
Oh, Judgment Day.
And I think it causes the destruction of the Judgment Day.
Why? Why would that cause the destruction? Because of the girls?
If they both get belts, who's more important?
Ooh.
And then they're fighting
okay. And what if Raquel beats Stephanie, and now we got to figure out Liv?
That's what I said earlier. Yep. I said Raquel's gonna win in a street fight on Monday in your hometown of Philly, Rand. And I could at that point Liv will be the winner of the Royal Rumble, and then they're gonna have a weird conversation the following Monday talking about like, hey girl, so who are you gonna pick? And she's like, girl, don't even worry about it. You know I'm going against insert XYZ champion from SmackDown, and then there's gonna be that
it's gonna be more ambiguous though. It's gonna be the girl, don't even worry about it. You already know.
Yeah. Yep. And then they're gonna be a freeze frame of her looking at the belt, like you know how they put the belts up or on whatever, and then she's gonna be like, and then they're gonna leave out, and she's gonna be like you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's gonna be the reverse Randy Orton. Remember when Triple H got so mad at Randy Orton for winning the belt? It's gonna be like everybody in the Judgment Day is like, yo, we need you to get the belt off of Jade so we both can be female champions. She's like, yeah, and then it's gonna be like this to Raquel.
so they break up the team over a match, like, oh, I'm jealous because you got this and I want it from you.
No, you know it's gonna be like, I am the bigger name, and everybody assumed that I was gonna get mad at Raquel, not at Raquel, at Roxanne, because she tried to take my spot, but Roxanne immediately fell in line, immediately. And the person that's been like, I need to, that if you think about it, you could do a super cut of all of Raquel's interviews since Liv been gone. He's like, I need the world title. It wasn't like, let's bring back these tag belts. It was like, nah, I need to step up and all this stuff, kind of like that Finn talk. And I think that's where it's going to come down to. Like Finn might get his other chance and then probably lose to Punk. And then Dom is going to say something, in typical Dom fashion when he's back, because he's coming back, I think, in the Royal Rumble. And he's going to be like, hey, Finn, don't worry about it. Better like next time. Like, I got 2 belts, baby. We don't need other belts. And then Finn is going to be like, you do have 2 belts.
Yep.
Like, and then
hold up.
That writes
and then
itself.
That's it. That's the beginning of the end of the Judgment Day.
All I know is the Dom CM Punk match the other week was the best match that either of them have had in
Dom or Finn?
Finn, excuse me.
Finn, yeah. Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Either one of them have had in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Or
that was great.
This might be something crazy, and it takes a lot of moving parts. Let's say the person that gets a shot at the world title in the Elimination Chamber or something like that, or is in the Elimination Chamber, is Dom, and by somehow he ekes his way to a title run. And then Finn, like you said, wins Royal Rumble. You know who he's gonna go after. Like that writes itself. Like, you know what I mean? They'd be like, nah, you my guy. And then, nah, I got you. I definitely think, or you could do what it was. I think Dom, in my opinion, is circled in to win Money in the Bank this year. And I think it could end up very well being that Finn has a run with the belt around that time. And then he cashes in on his homie.
So you think he successfully does it?
So that's the whole story. So the whole year is going to be the Judgment Day coming after each other's belts. Because
I don't think
Money in the Bank ain't till September. And Royal Rumble. So September? The whole year they're going to be coming after each other's belts. Yeah, it's
so
September now.
It could be a situation. It could be a situation that.
July. Hold on.
Yeah, it's July, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. But that's half the year that they're gonna be coming after each other's belts.
September. No, not coming after each other's belt because
it's my birthday weekend. It's September.
Yeah, they moved it.
So you can think about this. It could be a situation where the girls thing starts the dominoes of the breakup, and then Finn is kind of like, if he doesn't leave them this weekend, Finn can kind of be like, hey man, and he finally breaks through and beats the champ. And then, of course, in typical Judgment Day fashion, because they've done this before, it's crabs in a barrel. He's gonna be like, "Hey, man, I know how to beat you because I'm with you all day, every day. So I'm gonna cash in on you, fam." Like, you know what I mean?
I think the cash in is the better move, than the announce that I'm gonna fight you in 2 months kind of move. Like
No,
if
no,
you're
yeah,
going
that's what
if
I
you're going to
think.
implode the whole squad, then it's more of a surprise thing than a like, yeah, I'm coming.
But I do think Raquel's out. I think Raquel wins, and then she becomes the Rhea, I'm out of here.
Ooh.
Because she really has evolved. I don't know what Kevin Nash told her, but after that conversation,
Kevin Nash put the battery in the back, yo.
She has been
he told her what to do and she did it. And I was like, I can see a noticeable difference. She like, it's like realizing that you're a big person, like you're a big man or a big girl, and being like, yo, stop falling down all the time, you know, like play big, like, and she like called herself Big Sexy, and I was like, yeah, like here we go.
And the
like,
announcers are doing it, and she's like, all she needs is snake eyes, which I think she's gonna start doing soon. She has way more moves than Kevin Nash, by the way. So I'm just gonna say that.
Way more moves. So
like,
I think, but if she breaks off, I mean, is she strong enough character-wise to run solo?
That's my only worry.
I mean, I think she could do it.
She was the flag bearer in NXT.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, I wasn't.
She was
watching then.
the prodigy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's back when who won? It was
they did the whole thing where it was Rhea,
Bianca, and her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just
they came out of the same class, so they were like,
okay.
It was like,
in that case, then she's ready. Like
she's just 4 years younger than they are.
Oh, word.
Okay.
Like honestly, she would be up there. I think arguably Liv took her spot when she started having that flare up, which I heard was very painful. I did some research on the thing. It is not. It's not an aesthetic only thing. It's like no. It's like your face is on fire, and it's like almost like a bee sting.
I was following it when it was all happening, and everything that she was going through there was ridiculous.
That's tough.
Yikes. And so I also hear that we need to watch the Hot Ones, CM Punk and AJ Lee.
I like the show.
Apparently, AJ takes a little shot at him. She asked him who the greatest women's wrestlers were of all time. And then she named a bunch of people that he dated. And she's like, is this weird? Because you dated a lot of these girls.
First of all, we talked about this, Rand. Last time we were together, CM Punk, his roster. It's like, yo, when he was single, he was taking advantage of being single. He was at the right place at the right time for like all your favorites faves. Like she was not wrong.
I mean, yeah.
Bro,
That's
Maria, I think the Glamazon before she and Edgy were even a thing.
Oh, that's weird.
But like, she kept it classy. She's like, oh, you have really good taste.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, we have to like put a feather in the cap of Tyler Bate.
Really? What? Is his roster strong too?
Tony Storm, Liv Morgan, Sol Ruka.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Hey, he's a thick boy.
Big strong boy.
Big strong boy. I mean, I think if you also had it like give it to them. Who was it that Joey Janela, undefeated, first ballot Hall of Famer. This man has dated every bad person in the industry that's ever gone through the Indies or AEW. I was like, that he's up there. Like CM Punk, CM Punk crawled so Joey Janela can run. It's like
how about the weirdest one in the industry though? It's like he had to screw up twice big time to finally land in the right spot. Ricochet.
Oh.
Tessa Blanchard.
Whoa.
With a lot of accusations of racism.
Whoa.
Casey Catanzaro
with a lot of right-wing speculation around that before landing with Samantha.
Wow. You know what? It's weird. Every time I've ever said, and like people have done lists and be like, best black wrestlers, and they'll put Ricochet on there. Somebody in the comments will always be like, you know, Ricochet's never like outwardly acknowledged or said anything about his race. And they were like, why are you assuming? And I was like, so it made me think, because I've seen that before, and I don't really know. I don't really know. He's a very mysterious
ricocheted. I still remember the funniest thing I ever seen that man do was when he had just signed with the WWE. He was supposed to make an appearance on Wrestle Kingdom. No, it was not Wrestle Kingdom. It was when they brought the U.S. title. New Japan brought it to the States, and they were in California. They gave him like 3 minutes on the mic that was platform only, and he's talking. You could clearly hear somebody say, "Yo, this is streaming," and then they just cut and went away because they didn't want to violate his deal. He had just signed with WWE. Wow. And he was like, "I really love New Japan, but I gotta go to the States and do this and blah blah blah." And a producer said, "This is still streaming," and it was like done. But he's a talent. I arguably believe that a lot of people give him more credit than I believe he is. I think we've seen people of his caliber. I think Will Ospreay is better than him in the ring, in my opinion. And for the skill set that he has. And I think back in the day, Leo Rush, when he was fully in it in WWE, he was just as good. But it's all about the charisma. He is doing great character work in AEW.
Oh yeah.
But I still think it was a lateral move. I don't know how much his paycheck is, but character wise, outside of him being.
Wait a minute, did you say lateral move for Ricochet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he had
in terms of roster position. Am I right or wrong?
Ricochet is far better in AEW.
I understand, but is he not in the mid card?
Yes.
Okay. Was he not in the mid card in WWE?
Maybe, I guess. I mean, if
outside of his character change, maybe he wanted the creative freedom. If that's what he wanted, I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, I mean, you can't control what the front office decides to do with you, but what you can do is control the time, what you do with the time you're given on the mic and on the camera. Yeah. And I think on the mic and on camera, he's doing better work.
Well, that's because he doesn't have Drew McIntyre there. Because Drew McIntyre ruined everything for Ricochet in the WWE.
He destroyed him.
I didn't come here to talk about. Then shut up. The end. Your run is over.
And then he actually shut up. So that was it.
He did that to him in NXT too. Like Drew McIntyre jumped him when he first debuted. And I was like, what is going on? Like,
yeah, he gave
he's the biggest crash out in the industry. Like Drew McIntyre, if you owe that man $10, you better reach out to him and give him $100. He's gonna come back.
Drew is the biggest. He is the biggest hater.
Like, man, if you were in catering and took the last chocolate chip cookie, knowing that he likes chocolate chip cookies, he's gonna come after you. He's gonna make a promo about it.
Okay, so to get us wrapped up. Does Sami Zayn beat Drew McIntyre and McIntyre gets another short title run?
Well, why does it have to matter? You think they're gonna keep him away from the belt? Like they could be different champions.
Who's gonna win?
He gonna be like R-Truth and have 36,000.
No, I think. Do you guys not remember the Attitude Era? The belt changed every other month, and the company was the most successful.
It was they don't do that anymore.
I was like,
if you have multiple people that are credible champions, with the exception of LA Knight, because WWE hates him. That's not me. I'm just repeating what the WWE does. You could have people bouncing back and forth. I see Sammy winning off of the fact that Drew interfered Cody and Jacob. Jacob alone, I think Jacob comes and interferes and throws that man through ring, puts him post to post, and then puts Sammy on him, or Sammy hits a haluva kick.
I think Sammy wins.
Really?
Oh man,
what do you think? I say no.
And you know what? I will get on here, and as a matter of fact, we could do a Zoom call on Friday.
I'm here for it.
If Drew McIntyre has any way, shape, or form of interaction with Cody and especially Jacob Fatu, you could almost 100% guarantee that Sammy's gonna win. Unless both of them come out and they're like, if Jacob does not come out,
because he's done the last build up of I have to do it now. It's a very similar build up to when he got the IC title
Yeah.
I think
Man,
this
we were
is
just
when-
talking about
and
this.
it's
This
like-
underdog storyline is like I've kind of
Bro,
had enough of it. Like we
it-
gotta
but
we
it
gotta
all
give him
depends.
something else.
his entire career has been the underdog storyline.
Yeah,
I'm the
he needs
underdog
something
to
else.
Kevin
Like
Owens.
this,
I'm the underdog to this.
we were
This
just
is
saying
the
that
time
earlier. He's
to
got
change that.
2 of the biggest WrestleMania matches wins under his belt ever.
From the last 10
But
years.
as a
I get
person,
it. Hold
you
on.
can
And
still
he's an
feel like
underdog.
the underdog.
It all depends. If Jacob Fatu comes out and goes, you know what? You know what I mean? If he goes Royal Rumble, baby, this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Wait, can Jacob make the Saudi flight? Can he get out there with no problem?
Oh, don't play my man. Dude,
I'm
don't
not-
play
I'm not-
my
That's
man
a
like
legit
that.
question.
You saw what's called throw him under the bus on that interview.
We talked
Bro.
about Canada
Yo, Cody,
and how
Cody
Jimmy
turned it. I thought Cody was wearing an ice vest when he said that. I
Yo.
was like, yo, Cody.
Yo,
I was like, yo, that's
Wait,
the
I missed
first
it. What
time.
happened?
That's the first time that I was like, maybe he's not Raheem Rhodes.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, Derek gave a
but
side
it
eye. I
also-
missed it. What happened?
he basically called out his prison record.
yeah.
But you could tell when he was delivering his lines, his eyes were like, why y'all making me say this, dog? Like,
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to do that. He's like, oh yeah, you weren't thinking. That's why you've been in prison. It's
and I was just like,
maybe we don't need to. Maybe we don't need to go
what
there.
the hell? He looked
But
like he was an
Jacob
uncomfortable.
he had the fire comeback ready, so
Oh, for sure. He was
it worked
locked and
out.
loaded.
The comeback was
He was-
strong, so
he was
he was
ready.
ready for it. It
But-
didn't like he flipped it on him on surprise, but
Yeah,
it
wouldn't
looked
no,
a little sus though.
it wasn't no
but
Charlotte
I think
and Tiffany shit. So
I believe that
was-
I believe that Drew opens up SmackDown and both Cody and Jacob come out. And if they make it more about like, I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble, that's what Cody's gonna say. He's like, I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble and I'll see you at WrestleMania. And I think Jacob Fatu's to be like, I'm gonna catch you outside, brother. Like,
And then Sammy comes out like, "Don't forget about me, guys." I'm
Was the
underdog."
Cody interview worse than the Breakfast Club interview when Charlamagne said, "Oh, so you just lost all your matches to condoms?"
what?
I thought that was actually pretty funny though.
What to Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob went through
Yeah.
all of his kids, and he's like, "I'm good at this. Watch." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
And
he names
Charlamagne
all his
said,
kids.
"Oh, you just only lose matches to condoms."
Yo, Fatu 5 years ago would have
Dude.
put the beats on that dude.
He'd have been like,
He
"Oh,
laughed it. He laughed.
interview over, dog." But no, it's come on. This is a different guy.
Yeah, he's a
I
different man.
don't think Sammy wins, man. I think I would like to see it, but I just don't think you do Drew like this, man. You don't do it. You don't do
Right,
the
Bro,
flip.
you guys
that's my thought.
you got to think people. I don't think they take themselves that serious. I think his spot is cemented, dog.
True, I hear you. But we
The
talking as
flip-flop.
fans.
Is very attitude era, which they have not done in a while. The quick flip like that was only for Sasha Banks.
Yo, it's a new era. It's a new era. Cody Raheem Rhodes gave up his belt on a TV show, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
did.
I think this is where it happens. And if that establishes, you know how much the internet will go crazy. They'll be like, yo, anything can happen. I can feel them, doing the viral clips of everybody at home going, like,
All
you know what
the-
I mean?
All
Yeah.
the live streams going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
No,
and
no,
then-
I
and-
just-
IWC.
Oh, snap.
They
Pagan
finally
priest.
did it. Sammy did it.
Yeah, the tears, everything. Jacob Fatu is all gas, no brakes, so he has drive. We just know he can't pull out.
he might have rear wheel drive. Sorry, my Hispanic hood came out there. I had to stop, think about the word,
Okay.
and then say it.
So the question is, though, if you believe Sammy wins, who is that? Drizzen, you believe that?
Yep.
I believe it too.
And Marco,
Sammy and Marcos, you believe that this man goes on to Mania and main events as the champ
Right.
one of the
And then
nights.
and then
No.
he drops
I
it.
No, he doesn't
I
have
won.
to anymore.
I won.
We
No,
know
he
that.
doesn't have to. You know why? I think what I think happens is if this happens, you give him the thing, you give him the push until March. That's 2 months, two SmackDown defenses and pay-per-view defense, and then somehow he gets defeated way before SmackDown, before Mania, and then they get a new champion. You can have that flexibility. I do think that the elimination champion is going to be the SmackDown champion. I think the Royal Rumble winner is going to stay on Raw again.
Okay. So this man was just doing a US Open challenge like 2 months ago. And now he will be the guy, the top guy in this business.
The face.
Okay, hold on. When Cena was doing that and when Owens was doing that, nobody batted an eye. But now all of a sudden we're pulling that out of this man's resume because, like, yo, this just happened, dog.
He lost.
Honorary Oos.
Well, hold up. Cena was doing this as he had already been world champion.
He was established
multiple times before.
He like invented the US Open challenge.
Okay, so at this point, Kevin Owens was the world champ already at that point too.
Where is he at?
He's hurt.
I think his unless he comes out this weekend, I think his neck injury is going to make him hold another year out.
Crazy.
Which sucks. And at his age, and knowing that he's a family man, he might easily be like, because he's a guy that probably wears the same sweatpants he had before he went to the WWE. He could easily be the guy that's like, I'm good. When it comes to their health and their family, Sammy and Kevin are two guys that are 100% walk away without a question. They'll be like, all right, later, guys. Like, I'm good. Like, they already lived their dream. You know what I mean? Like, they have nothing else to prove in the industry anymore.
Wow. No, I get that. They have definitely lived their dream at this point.
Yeah, they're like, we made it to the WWE. They're not like, oh, we got a multiple war. You know, they're not Edge and Christian. They're indie guys that was like, man, that'd be dope while they're eating their 4 a.m. pizza on the way back home from their $40 payday. They're like, man, that'd be dope if we end up in WWE. And they're like, yeah, man, we get a short run there as a tag team or whatever. And then, you know, but now they're like, they both have 10 years plus.
Yeah, and they've lived their dreams.
All right, so we got
our
two
predictions.
that say Sammy yes, two that say Sammy no. I think we're all in agreement. So, well, you said Bianca, we all said Liv.
Yeah,
and we all four of us said Reigns, right?
No,
you said
no.
He said Finn Balor.
I said Braun. He said Finn.
Who said?
Finn.
Okay.
He said Finn.
I think the setup that they did. I think
that setup.
Title match with Punk,
you got to put him back in.
That sounds like a Monday Night Raw setup, though.
It does, but
I see you in Philly.
It might just be wishful thinking because that match was so good.
No. This is what we forgot. It's going to be Elimination Chamber. It's in Chicago, and it's the next pay-per-view after Rumble.
Okay, so Finn holds on to CM Punk holds on to the title.
Obviously, he doesn't have a titles defense until this pay-per-view.
Okay, so Finn will be in the chamber with a few other people.
No, probably. I see Finn challenging for the belt.
Oh, at the chamber. And then whoever wins chamber gets the Mania match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't see him winning.
I don't think that he's going to win the belt. I think he's going to get the shot.
He's going to get the shot in Chicago. And because it's in Chicago, I'm going to put this out there. I could see Demon come back just for
Demon.
this.
All right.
I've been thinking about Demon a lot too. They keep putting
Prince.
more and more. Like the Demon lunchbox is getting more and more prominent in the backstage segments.
Yeah. So they are showing you a sign. It might happen, which means we might get the return of
Demonito. That's mine,
Demonito.
I know you gave one away, but that's the extra one that I want. That better be sent out. I'll send you my address.
All right, we'll see. Maybe we get Demonito back. Okay, so that's a possibility of Mania being a run back of 2 weeks ago's Raw of Punk versus Balor.
No. Elimination Chamber.
Oh, okay.
Mania. I think Mania CM Punk. The money match is Roman Reigns. I think that's what's going to happen.
Roman and Punk.
I think that's going to be the locked-in deal. My thing is, and Derek said this before, that he doesn't believe this is happening. I think Brock is locked in with Braun. I think Braun and them interact because you saw the vision 100% said it's Braun's time. And I think the person that comes in, the surprise vet that's coming back, is Brock. And we know what Brock does. And then you're going to have Paul Heyman be like, hey, Brock, we talked about this. And then Brock is going to be like, I don't give a shit. I don't give about anything you have planned.
Look, I'm here for that.
But I like that. What about Gunther? Where does that leave him?
Does maybe
retiring people
and send him back to NXT?
Who does he retire at Mania then?
Nobody.
No. The person that he retires at Mania.
Michael Cole.
Could easily be Ray.
No, I don't think it's gonna be Ray. I think it's easily. Well, it might be Ray. It might either be Ray or it might be, hey, Iguana. It might be
in the world?
Just to throw a shot in the dark.
Y'all with these puppets, man.
We got to count on the Demonito.
Yeah, it might be shot in the dark. It might be Shinsuke.
Could be Shinsuke, yeah.
Which would be awesome.
Or hopefully the person that it is.
Y'all really want to see this?
And that would be the one that'll pop so hard. I was like, yes, make him tap. Hurt him. Hurt him on the way out.
So we just said no special entries. So no Jericho.
I didn't say that. You guys said that.
I feel like everybody said no special entries.
I don't.
I said no returning.
Okay.
If Jericho comes back, and I think the only way, if any of the rumors are true, the WWE is interested, he comes back this weekend. If not, I don't think he comes back at all. I think he quietly goes away.
Look, I just want to see him with the jacket if he comes back.
The light up jacket? The jacket that looked like that if he came out and sweated too much, he might get electrocuted? Yo, every time I want to hear that theme again.
I will pop for that theme. I'm not going to lie. If it's Judas, I'm walking away from the TV. But if I hear Break the Walls Down, I'll
pop
around.
Knowing him, not Judas. I was about to call this man Judas. I think Chris is about his money, and he's gonna come back to all the gimmicks that he owns. He ain't gonna want to do the list. He's gonna be like, whatever I trademark, that's what I agree to, and that I think might be the stopping point of him coming to the WWE. WWE's like, wait a minute, we're not going to cut you to 50% of this merch just because you own your likeness. We're not doing all this.
Well, that's a good point. That could stop the deal. Mystery caller calling Adam Pearce. Maybe it's Brock, but maybe it's Powerhouse Hobbs. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it was Powerhouse Hobbs because then he was like, ooh, Finn, I'm sorry.
I think the surprises that we get, I think we get Powerhouse Hobbs. I think, have they announced Oba yet?
No.
Oh, he's 100% there.
Oba's in, I think.
But they didn't say it though, did they?
I'm worried about Hobbs. I hope they don't do it because Hobbs he's going to come in with a different name. So that's not the place to do it. Like, I don't think that's the time to do it. Walking down the ring, people will be like, who the heck are you? Like, you come up under the ring or you, I don't know.
I think this is where the announcers put him over.
Yeah.
They run down his creds.
Matt Cardona win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because remember, nobody yes, we knew who Jordan Grace was, but the people on TV probably did not see her face before when she came back with Naomi.
Yeah.
I popped like a fool for that.
And then they ran down because I remember we were there, when I went home, they literally were like, she's they ran down her whole resume.
Yeah. Are we ready to talk about WWE rating TNA yet for their best talent or nah? Is this
I was 100% on board for it because I thought that they took what's his name? Oh my god, their X Division champion.
Oh, the kid. I can't remember.
Slater. No.
But no, it was that Slater had visa issues, couldn't come back, and then WWE threw him a bone and used him for his UK tour. And then it was initially reported that the WWE wanted to keep him for their tour, but then even the powers that be finally came out and were like, listen,
so that's not what it was. Okay.
It was a visa issue, kind of like when Ospreay couldn't make the Dynamite one time because like something happened, and they were like, yo, we don't let him make a WWE payday for the 10 weeks that we're out there. You know, it was a drivable thing for him, so that was fine. Now Joe Hendry, that's a different story. I think Joe Hendry wanted to leave. I think, and then it was kind of like TNA was like, all right, we have a shelf life of expectancy because people forgot that Joe Hendry was in TNA for the last 7-8 years, and then he left and came back. And then the song is actually not new.
No,
it's been out for a minute.
It's got hot.
It got hot
Joe
again.
Hendry said flat out that his goal like was to make it to the WWE.
Yeah, and so they facilitated that. It just probably made it easier for him. Like I don't think they were poaching talent. Like it's not on a New Japan Pro Wrestling AEW level. Like they literally took everything.
Everybody. Oh, speaking of, do you think Evil shows up?
I hope so. I hope so. They already announced that he's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Last weekend.
I don't know how Japan deals work, where if you can move on that fast. But
yeah, they have. I think it's Japanese law that there's no
non-compete.
No non-compete,
and
it doesn't. Non-competes don't work internationally.
Aha.
Interesting.
So,
yeah, that's why when you see those overseas contracts they pop up like the next day.
Yeah, that's why I think he has more to lose if he shows up at the Rumble. I think that's an NXT thing.
Evil needs to be NXT.
Yeah, because
I can agree.
He comes out like I'm gonna barely recognize him if they don't reference him as Evil, and he comes out with some completely different hairstyles, completely different fit. I'm gonna be like, who the hell is this guy? And
I mean, honestly, Hobbs probably ends up in NXT as well.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you show up, that doesn't necessarily mean you're main roster.
Okay.
So that's a good point because Jordan was on before she was up. So yeah.
I want to end on this question to you, Rand, and to you, Drizzen, and I'm not sure how much New Japan knowledge you have, Derek. Does the quote-unquote end of the Bullet Club faction mean that WWE in the next foreseeable future can actually buy that gimmick?
Wait, sorry, what was that? Say it again.
So now that currently there is no Bullet Club in New Japan, they officially ended it. And
one of the talent said that, so I don't know if that means it's officially over.
So this is the first time in 12 years or some odd number that 14, there hasn't been a Bullet Club faction. There is no member currently of Bullet Club.
I don't know if that means it's over. Like the trademark could still be alive somewhere.
Yeah,
no, but I know
the intellectual property.
Does WWE have a chance to buy it?
Tony Khan won't allow it.
Tony Khan has nothing to do with that. I'm pretty sure Tony Khan has tried to buy that thing. He wasn't allowed to use Bullet Club.
That's what I'm saying. If they open it up to a bidding war, Tony Khan will buy it.
Okay.
I don't know if WWE even wants it. Like it's not their trademark. They didn't create it. They didn't make it pop. They may not want it.
And what do they have of Bullet Club?
AJ and Finn.
Maybe Cody.
AJ, Finn, and the God. The Tongans.
Yeah. That's why I forgot about that. The fun rumor of AJ and Finn starting a new clique up there could be kind of cool for like AJ's last run. Yeah. But otherwise, I don't think they do anything with it. Or you just buy it just to own the merch rights because the shirts still sell.
But the shirts sell because of Kenny, Hangman, Cody, and the Bucks.
Cody, yeah.
And you got Cody.
Bullet Club Gold, I think, was Gold in AEW. I think Gold was.
No. They call it the Bang Bang Club. I think they initially called it when they were as an active Gold. They brought it over, but once all parties left New Japan, they became the Bang Bang Gang or whatever the hell.
Yeah, the Bang Bang Club.
Bang Bang.
Yeah,
Bang.
and if they are not allowed to use it and they have a working relationship with New Japan, that tells you a lot.
Yeah, because nobody's ever even come out with a shirt. Omega, Bucks, Hangman,
that's true.
Jay Lethal,
they've been over
Juice Robinson. None of them have ever come out with a shirt.
When at Gallows and Anderson, when they popped up that one time when they were in TNA, they were called. They're part of a clique, a club. They did not reference the Bullet Club.
They were.
I feel like for a quick second it was Bullet Club Gold in AEW, and then they were like, "Nope."
once Jay White officially transitioned, because remember when he first signed with AEW, he was still doing double duty, and I know that's what Blaze 187 said. Once his double duty was over and all his commitments were done, and this probably has a lot to do with why Jay White is not allowed in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and the rumor was that they had to have special permission for him to come back for Tanahashi's thing, is because of that. because I think he wanted to bring Bullet Club Gold, and then AEW couldn't make it work. It's like, think about it. Like, yo, I'm pretty sure the company ran on those T-shirt sales for a hot minute.
Like, oh yeah,
definitely. I feel like, well, the way you say that Japanese independent contractors are different, Japanese copyright and trademark is different, and they're probably going to hold on to that forever. So I can't see them letting that go, because I mean, like we said, AEW certainly would have put up the bread to keep it, to bring it on to TV.
And on top of that, who's the guy that was rumored to be their booker for a minute? That he used to come out with Jay White.
Gato. What are you talking about?
No. Yeah, he's still there. Ghetto is still there.
Yeah,
he's the one that booked the Bullet Club for the longest.
Yeah.
So I think they're waiting until they could come back around and get somebody, because your man was not it, or I think he might be piecing out. The dude that was part of the War Dogs of Bullet Club. The one that was affiliated with Moxley, that used to come in as the hired gun. What's his name? The British
Kid,
dude. Yeah, Gabe Kidd.
Yeah,
I think that means Gabe Kidd is out because they haven't pushed him. And you know what? When he stops appearing in AEW, that means that something funny is happening.
I don't know. It's very interesting. One day there'll be a behind, I don't know, a wrestling, what do they call it? Dark side of the ring. And somebody will tell all the stories about how or what happened between New Japan and AEW. I mean, it's currently good, I think, but it's also more benefiting AEW than New Japan by a long shot.
It used to benefit it heavily. Now it's like there's so many guys in AEW. And I would have never thought I'd say this. There's a lot more. I think there's a lot more talent in AEW than there is in WWE.
There's a lot more people in AEW than WWE.
Yes. Talent, in-ring talent.
By
in-ring talent.
Yes. I mean, talent by as in wrestlers, yes.
Sure. And this used to be WWE back in the day. Let's be honest. WWE back in the day, their catering was packed.
No, this was WCW back in the day.
No, yeah. I think WWE was just the same.
Hoarded people.
They were stacked, yeah.
AEW is following the exact script that WCW lived off of.
Man, I will say, when I was backstage, I was just like, wow, there's a lot of people here. Like, I just kept thinking, like, oh, dang, you're here too. Oh, my God. Like, so much talent in catering, like literally in catering. And I was just like, yo, there's so many people. Like, you fly out like 100 guys for every show almost.
And then put on 12.
And it's like, everybody can't be on TV.
But at least they're ready for.
But they're ready.
Their next man up. Like WWE, like Seth Rollins, and I think that we're gonna look back at his actual injury, and the irony of him faking an injury that same year has not been lost on me. But his injury has been a big hole in the WWE creative that they're like I'm almost 100% that you have the entire booking of Raw completely different for the last 6 months. If he was around.
Your top guy went out, and absolutely, there's no question.
Oh yeah. Do you think he manages to come back for Rumble, Seth?
He said he should be back, barring any setback. He's gonna be at Mania. Do they use him for Mania or save him for the Raw after Mania? Who the hell knows? And if he comes in at 30 at Royal Rumble and he gets eliminated gingerly, you could tell he's not ready, but he's gonna be there for the WrestleMania push. Like, you know what I mean? If it's
right. I'm sure he's gonna try his best just to make sure he's there.
But if you're in the WWE, you're like,
he's Final Four.
It's probably. Like no, because they were very patient with CM Punk's injury, and Cody's. I think that they'll allow grace for Seth as well.
Shoot,
and those were
y'all. Sorry,
but thank you everybody for joining us.
Hang on.
Oh, go ahead.
We can't go out yet because obviously you all missed yesterday.
Oh, I didn't miss.
No, you didn't.
Did you all see ESPN?
No. What happened on ESPN? Talk to us.
ESPN yesterday had Seth Rollins on, and during the segment, with Stephen A. Smith and Ryan. I can't think of his last name. The Steelers DB that's now
Ryan
one
Clark.
of the faces on ESPN. Ryan Clark, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Clark said, Royal Rumble coming up. Huge event in Saudi. Your return to the WWE.
What? And then Seth no sell it?
And Seth was like,
but even if he comes back this weekend, that'll be a huge pop. But also, he's nowhere near ready. He's not a bionic transformer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dog.
Like you say, he can come in 30. He can, have a little fun, and then
it's not his leg, it's his shoulder. All you got to do is just not bump on your shoulder, and that's it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of hard. Everything's on your shoulders, but if anybody can do it, it's Seth.
Yeah.
If you don't have to do much, it's kind of weird that they would let him spoil that, though.
That was crazy.
Yo, that might cause a rift between the WWE ESPN partnership.
They don't know how this happens because then he's used to real sports where you have to actually report injuries and report when you come back.
Right.
Wow.
So did he say anything after this, or that was like the go home line?
That's where I saw it cut off. I'm trying to find a good clip.
But that's crazy.
One day ago, Seth Rollins gives Royal Rumble spoiler.
Crazy.
He said, "I'll give it away. I'm not going to be at the Royal Rumble." He said on First Take, "I'd love to be in there and dump those guys out, but the doctors are not going to let me do it this time." All right, that was his quote.
Okay.
Triple H was on his line like, Hey, I don't know if I got reception over here. Somebody get the don't fold. Don't fold. Meanwhile, he took a car service to a private airport.
I mean, the fake injury, you'll never believe him again now. So it's like,
no, but this is
you might as well not say anything.
Yeah, this is a real injury, and the fact that he said, I think he did an interview with another sports outlet that he's like, it's been a month and a half since I took off the brace, and he said, I finally feel normal in terms of, because he says when I had the brace, it was at a point after surgery that I couldn't do anything, and I was not sleeping because he can't move in the brace. So he's in PT, but who the hell knows? This guy's in a freaking machine. He's
right. This guy's in like such amazing
CrossFit
shape.
Jesus. I don't know, man. He has muscles that I've never seen. So,
all right, I dropped the link in. I couldn't put it in the full chat, but I dropped it in the private chat.
Somebody asked about my hoodie. Luna, this is a Meow Wolf hoodie.
Yeah,
I usually would never advertise someone else's gear on my stream, but it is a cool hoodie. However, it's not mine, so you got to go here and cop it. It is like $70. So I don't get a cut of that, but shout out to Meow Wolf. They walked us around and gave us a little chance to check the place out. But I got to run for real though. I got to pick my kid up for swimming.
Thanks, Rand, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for bearing us with this long organic episode of Bumps and Bruises Pod.
So much wrestling.
We love you guys. Enjoy wrestling this weekend, and everybody on the East Coast like me and the cold part of the West Coast. Be safe out there. We have more snow coming. Peace, y'all.
Watch out for ice.
Peace. In more ways than one.
You know.